Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM Live broadcast of Cochise County Sports. Today, you're rocking with Dave and Paul, and we have some great Cochise County baseball coming your way. Two of the top 5 teams in the state of Arizona for 2A baseball clash as the Tombstone Yellowjackets travel up to Benson, Arizona to take on these red-hot Benson Bobcats. Dave Davies with me, Paul Quarter here today. Dave, the Benson Bobcats unbeaten in 9 straight games.
8-0-1 coming off of a mercy rule victory over the Wilcox Cowboys. The same thing is, we talk about it every game, same thing as last year. It's the exact same thing. The Benson Bobcats are getting hot at the end of the season. They're going to be going into Goodyear with some serious momentum. And today, hosting the Tombstone Yellowjackets coming off a shocking loss to Desert Christian 8-2. We assumed that was just going to be a win, but like we say, sports are sports for a reason. You got to play every game, and so Tombstone coming in here, a little bit of motivation coming off of that loss against Desert Christian. So more exciting news. We have DJ Elias on the bump for the Tombstone Yellowjackets against Dawson Judd for the Benson Bobcats. So as we always like to say around here, this is a heavyweight fight.
Heck of a run-on sentence from you there, bro. You didn't even let me throw the questions over to you. Dave, who's starting pitchers for the... No, just
that
kidding.
Would be DJ Elias. No.
But yeah, the red-hot Benson Bobcats, 9 straight unbeaten, coming in against the Tombstone Yellowjackets. Like you said, Dave, 8-2 over Desert Christian. Obviously, Desert Christian found our sports show where you said they had absolutely no chance, and you gave them the motivation to beat the Tombstone Yellowjackets. But in all honesty, in our 2A teams, there's only one team this week that's looking the part, and that would be the Benson Bobcats. They took out Wilcox. Like you said, Mercy rolled them in 6. Tombstone lost to Desert Christian 8-2, and Bisbee beat St. Augustine Catholic, albeit a win, but it was only 5-4. You know, Bisbee and Tombstone looking for a lot better performances out of their teams.
Yeah. So, like you said, the Benson Bobcats are the hot team right now in Cochise County as far as 2A baseball is concerned. So, but again, we know what Tombstone is. Tombstone's on the 2025 Revenge Tour. They're going back to Goodyear, Arizona. It's just Benson and Tombstone are both going back to Goodyear. It's just what number is going to be next to their name when they arrive at Goodyear. Benson looking to get from, like you said, they're number 5 in the state of Arizona. Tombstone's number 2. So a win over Tombstone, Benson's going to propel themselves into the top 3.
Yeah, we just have a few more moments before we get action started. Umpires a little bit late getting here today. Not your boys, Dave and Paul. We were here set up ready to go for hours before they showed up, Dave.
Hey, we got 18 holes in today on Masters Thursday, and now we're here in beautiful Benson, Arizona. One of my favorite places to watch a baseball game between, like you said, 2 Cochise heavyweights.
Well, we can see if no one's familiar with that right field in Benson, Arizona, it's only 265 to right, what we call a mini monster out there. That thing is huge. Haven't seen anyone scale the fence to rob a home run. That probably take a little bit too much time.
Yeah, Spider-Man's not playing right field today for either one of these teams.
But we love everything about the thing about baseball, Dave, is characteristic of ballparks, and I love the characteristics. Not only that right field, you have the whole hill to the left of us where a lot of the fans are in the shade, and then you have the concessions above the hill. It's just the characteristics of a ball field. You can't beat it.
It's a beautiful. It's a great place to watch a baseball game, and it is just sports day here in Benson, Arizona. We have tennis matches taking place to our right. We have track meets taking place to our left. So heavy sports day here in Benson, Arizona. I can't believe
it. The softball guy didn't even mention the softball game that's going on.
Let's not forget the Benson Lady Bobcats hosting the Tombstone Lady Yellowjackets, 2 powerhouse teams in 2A softball. So a lot going on here in Benson, Arizona.
But Tombstone, you have one of the leading hitters in all of softball in Bria True. And then for the Benson Bobcats, you got a top 10 home runs stat getter and Sadie Webb for the Benson Lady Bobcats. So, yeah, we'd love to be over there broadcasting softball as well.
Like, you asked me a question, I actually didn't know the answer where the softball field is. I know where the football field is. I know where the track is. I don't know where the softball field is.
It's right next to us, actually.
Where?
No, not the softball field, but that field. Yeah, that's a great question. Maybe it's over in the San Pedro where we broadcast all the Little League games at. Boy, we love Benson, Arizona, man.
Boy, Tombstone is fired up. Again, Dawson Judd on the mound for the Bobcats against DJ Elias. This is the best we got. This is the best we got, folks. So if you are not entertained by this one, I don't know what to tell you.
Just watch Dawson Judd warm up on the mound, folks. He's going to have that big sweeping slider / slurve / breaking ball, whatever you want to call it. That thing starts behind the hitter and breaks into the zone. He didn't throw it that time. I was hoping he would. Oh, well.
Again, we talked to DJ before the game. He said the arm feels great. And since now this game has begun, he said, watch out for that curveball slider combo that he's going to be throwing at the Bobcats today. The DJ is feeling very confident today.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live, where we broadcast our Cochise County sports live free of charge. Thanks to some amazing sponsors, First Energy Home Care of Southeast Arizona. That's right, Southeast Arizona, not just Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care all across Santa Cruz, Graham, and Cochise County. Call them today at 520-685-1035.
Also, thanks to our new sponsor, American Southwest Credit Union. With better rates and personalized service, they are an equal opportunity lender. Go to ascu.org.
As always, thank you to Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, for serving our community.
Thank you to Soci. Every play, every pass, every goal. Soci is with you every step of the way. Go to Soci, that's SOSI.com to learn more.
Thank you as well to the MORSE Automotive Group of Sierra Vista. Drive in today and experience the difference for yourself, because Cochise County is now backed by Morse.
Also, thank you to Right Way, now serving Cochise County, all of Cochise County, doing heating, plumbing, electrical, and cooling the right way. Happy to sponsor our sports broadcast, so thank you very much.
Well, we're about to get started here. We're going to be led off by Trey Franklin, the left fielder of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, followed by Miguel Rincon, the center fielder for the Jackets. And then they round off with pitcher DJ Elias for our top three hitters today.
I love him. Miguel Rincon has worked his way up to number 2 in the lineup, so he's having one heck of a year for Coach Milligan to put him that high up. I mean, Rincon normally is that 5'6" hole guy. So
Mainstream
Rincon
Matt
in the 2.
Meinhardt in the chat says, let's go Tombstone. Matt, tweet this one out, folks. We are ready for some top 5 action in our baseball broadcast here today. Trey Franklin, Dawson Judd settling in the first pitch. This one's going to be fouled away. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, Trey Franklin, aggressive with the bat right away. Again, that's what you're playing powerhouse. Both these are powerhouses. You got to go after each other. Dawson Judd went after it with the fastball. Trey Franklin went after it with the bat.
I like how you put that, Dave. 2 powerhouses going at it. Aggression's going to win most of the time. There is overly aggressive, but let's see how they balance it out. And there's that big curveball from Dawson Judd, but this one does not break inside. So 2 pitches and a base runner for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
And the Benson Bobcats started out loud, but that one woke the Tombstone dugout up. So again, you're just gonna hear me say it over and over again. This is the best we got. So enjoy the show. Here comes Miguel Rincon, the southpaw.
Rincon.
Fighting out of the town, too tough to die, Tombstone, Arizona.
And we are set and ready to go. Miguel Rincon did it at home run last time we broadcast the Yellow Jackets on Cool FM Live. And that's a short porch in there in right field. That one's going to be in the dirt. 1-0 home to Rincon. Runner stays put. Trey Franklin at first.
Yeah, great stop behind the plate there. So that's going to be Alfred Myatt behind the plate, or Goofy, if you will.
Chase Myatt behind the plate for the Benson Bobcats. That one's going to be in the dirt, but swung on by Rincon. 1-1 the count.
That's that pitch you were talking about, and Rincon didn't have a chance on that one.
Well, there is overly aggressive, Dave. I mean, it's a good balance. You always want to be confident, but sometimes that confidence gets the best of you. 1-1 the count now. The pitch from Judd. He's going to square around to bunt. He does not put it back in time. So now 1-2 to Rincon.
Oh, it's just not. If you're gonna try to lay down that bunt, you gotta get the bat on it. Now he's gonna find himself way behind in the count.
And that was 3 pitches on the plate. 2 of them are strikes now to Miguel Rincon. You know he can't be happy with himself over that. Pitch from Judd. Big breaking ball is going to get him. That's going to be the first out of the game for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. And that brings up DJ Elias. Strikeout for Dawson Judd.
Yeah, I hope you got some Dawn dish to it, because that pitch was filthy.
That breaking ball is something else, man. Dawson Judd, since he's been a sophomore, well, I mean last year. Since last year, we've been seeing that pitch.
It just seems like he's been around forever.
Right? The pickoff move to Frank.
Well, he did play as a freshman as well. So he has been around forever.
You're not wrong about that. So Franklin able to get back at first. Big Case Williams applying the tag. Just not in time. And here comes DJ Elias. Always the threat to hit a dinger. That's going to be on the inside corner. There's that big sweeping breaking ball from Dawson Judd. 0-1 to Elias.
Yeah, it's tough. You don't see that kind of movement and on the 2A level, so it's tough. I mean, they're very well familiar with each other, but it doesn't make that pitch any easier to hit.
People starting to get in the stream, folks. Let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for. Franklin's going to go. That one's going to miss high. The throw down, a good one, but Franklin with the speed, able to get in there. Runner on second now for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
And as we've seen with our 2A teams, aggressive on the base pass. Why be at first base when you could be at second?
You're not wrong. 1-1 home now to DJ. 1 away. in the top of the first inning.
RBI
One's full.
opportunity for Superstar here.
Franklin gets the lead. Elias is going to rip this one, but it's going to get foul. So 1-2 now to the power hitting DJ Elias.
Yeah, but he had the timing on that one down cold. So Judd's going to have to go into the toolbox here.
Apparently not, Dave, because he's fouled it off. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. We like to have fun. I'm sorry. Golfing this has got me slap happy. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Elias, and he's going to foul this one away. Good job to stay alive. That's first time we've seen Elias have to handle that fastball from Judd and just behind it.
Yeah, but he's behind in the count, so DJ's going to have to maybe choke up a little bit here. Again, with a man on second, your only goal is to get this ball in play. And DJ knows that, of course.
Big hole between first and second. DJ's going to choke up and see if he tries to keep the hands back. He's going to chop this one foul. We'll do the 1-2 again, so a good battle here from pitcher on pitcher, Dawson Judd against DJ Elias.
Oh, yeah, I mean, these are the 2 stars right here. I mean, there's great players littered on both of these teams, but these are the stars. Make no doubt about it.
DJ's father is here. I found out it's Ralston Elias, not Roaston, so I've been saying that wrong. This one's going to be slapped back to shortstop. It's going to get the runner over to third, so a good productive plate appearance for Elias, albeit by his standards, not what he wants. It's 2 away, runner on third now for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, and here comes a name that we have been hearing and saying a lot, Eric Kohler. This guy right here, he's been nominated for Player of the Week.
AZ Preps Student Athlete of the Week. Probably won it, too, after, our show gave him all that shot.
If he didn't, he's going to win it after this at bat if he was able to bring in the run.
That breaking ball is going to miss on the outside. 1-0 the count to Big Eric Kohler.
Just missed with the location on that.
3 home runs in 3 straight games for Big Eric.
Yeah, oh my God, he is coming on huge.
The 1-0 home. That one's going to be in the dirt now, 2-0 to Kohler.
Good eye as well. Laying two very different pitches, both of them just missing the zone, but getting ahead of the count, 2-0.
2-0 now, Kohler with a big advantage in this at bat. The fastball, he's just going to miss it. 2-1. Sounded like that one got off the end of the barrel.
Yeah, right. Still ahead of the count, 2-1. Again, with that runner on third, Judd can get through this inning. Just nothing but confidence boosting for this 8-0-1 in their last 19.
Top of the first inning. Finally, baseball weather in Cochise County. That one's going to miss outside, so Kohler.
Baseball weather. This is tubing down the Salt Lake River weather.
It's been, everyone knows in Cochise County, when springtime comes, get out your winter clothes. We got a month or so of just terrible weather, but now here we are in the sunshine broadcasting in a gorgeous day. 3-1 home. This one's going to be chopped down the third baseline, and it just gets fouled, so full count. 2 away in the top of the first inning. Drama already early on in this game between the number 5 Bobcats and the number 2 Yellow Jackets.
Well, I was talking about the tennis matches, and I was talking with some of the coaches. Benson's playing Miami today, and I was telling them, like, if you believe me or not, it was snowing here last Friday. He was talking about the heat. I was like, yeah. Full count pitch to Kohler.
He's going to rip this one to the gap in left center field, and that's going to be the first run of the ball game, and it's going to go the way of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Still has not been corralled. Does Kohler make the turn? No, Coach does hold him up at second, but there goes Eric Kohler, and his hot streak continues, an RBI double in the top of the first.
There goes that man right there. Eric Kohler, again, just coming up just the last month has just rising up. So, and it doesn't get any easier with Kelly Bliss coming to the plate. Number 2 in your scorecard is number 1 in your Tombstone Hots.
Oh, that's number 2. I knew it was number 2. I don't know why I had 7 in here. Kelly Bliss now. Dawson Judd gets tagged early by the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. That one's going to be fouled away. 0-1 the count.
And I was talking with the Benson fans before the game, and I told them with these 2 pitchers on the mound, this game's either going to be 1-0 or 9-8. Like, there is no in between here.
There's a lot of firepower on both these offenses, but like you said, Dave, the aces for both teams going today. And Dawson's going to fake the throw back. Kohler looked in center field. He's like, did he really throw that ball?
That was just a frustration pickoff attempt there from Dawson.
Tanya Martinez in the chat says, let's go, Kelly. And he heard that one. I said that loud enough. He's going to stay back on the breaking ball and send a high fly ball to right field. It looks like this one will be playable, and it will be the third out of the inning, but damage done early on for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets in the top of the first inning via 1 hit and 1 walk. They lead 1-0.
You had a chance to go full childhood baseball broadcaster on that one. And out to the warning track and just short.
That one I didn't think had the power, but then I was thinking when it was in the air, like, man, it's only 265. That could get to the wall. You never know.
So this change of innings is going to be brought to you by Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, television, and internet. Go to allofiber.com to learn about the fiber difference.
And to become an Allo Fiber fan, which I sure will, Dave, as soon as they install my Allo Fiber. Thank you as well to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Your hometown realtors, proud to support our broadcast all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439.
We got a nice, beautiful, leisurely drive up here, and my best friend's very legal vehicle that he got registered at Ginger's Title Services, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the iconic pink door, now open Saturdays 9 to 2.
Thank you to Gingers for that. And speaking of automotive services, my best friend's best business to support in town, Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. His car is also legal.
The only thing junkier than my car is my golf swing.
Oh, come on. You almost broke 90 today.
I had a good
PDS.
day today. I had a good day today.
Or the Sierra Vista Golf Center at Pueblo del Sol.
And also, I just want to thank Grasshopper Landscape and Quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. Go on Facebook to see examples of their fine work.
Kellen Deskins will be followed by Bubby Deskins and Dawson Judd to lead us off in the bottom half of the first for the Benson Bobcats. A portion of the lineup that did a lot of damage in Wilcox, Arizona Tuesday.
Well, and that's another thing. It's with Benson, during this winning streak, they haven't dealt with a lot of adversity. And so we're going to see. I mean, it's only 1-0. But Benson hasn't been behind a whole lot here in the last month. So we'll see how they deal with this 1-0 deficit. They said their offense has just been clicking. Mercy ruled the Wilcox Cowboys on the road.
And like you mentioned in the broadcast, 8-2, Tombstone just lost to Desert Christian, a team that Benson beat 12-4. So, I mean, it's not everything, but we look at common opponents a lot in what we do, and that is telling.
For the Bobcats,
on a personal note, really quickly, it has been a rough couple of days for Tombstone, Arizona. So just so you know, Tombstone, you are in my thoughts and prayers. It has not been the easiest couple of days in the town. Too tough to die.
Coach Alex Montillo from the Benson Bobcats not liking something. They don't have a first base coach right now. Oh, he's got to get a helmet. And the first pitch is going to be over. Big fastball from Elias. Expect nothing less. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, DJ Elias normally hits double-digit strikeouts every time he's on the bump. But again, this is a powerful lineup here in Benson.
And Dawson Judd will be coming up later in the inning. He tried to break the scoreboard in Benson last time we saw him in Benson, Arizona. That one over at the knees. 0-2 the count.
Beautiful pitch. His words, not mine. He said he feels good today.
Folks,
just the words we want to hear out of one of our superstar players.
No kidding, right? And then it's going to be Kellen Deskins choking up now, down 0-2 of the count. Should be a breaking ball from Elias, and it is. Deskins waiting on it and sent it in between third and short, and that's going to be a leadoff single for the Benson Bobcats and leadoff hitter Kellen Deskins.
What a good at-bat for Kellen Deskins. Going down 0-2 right there. Did not change his mentality at all. Got the pitch he wanted, and here goes baby Bubby Deskins with no house.
Elias was trying to work that fastball high and inside a couple times. Thought he might get Kellen to back away from it. Kellen Deskins, familiar with DJ Elias, and knew exactly how he wanted to get that strikeout. Bubby Deskins now squaring around for a bunt. And there's small ball. Elias is going to go to second. They get the force out. They do, and Bliss comes over. Blistering throw, but can't get Bubby Deskins at first. So we do have an out. And not sacrifice on that one, Dave. Running around first still. Great play from Elias.
That's the high-level baseball I was talking about. It was a great bunt laid down by Bubby. And DJ, instead of just getting the easy out, decided I'm going for the second base out. And they almost got the double play on that. Like you said, blistering throw.
Our second pitcher-on-pitcher matchup. Dawson Judd won the first one. He's going to win the second one. No, never mind. What a play at second base by Sasha Webster. The defense... Both teams flashing the leather so far here in Benson, Arizona.
Man, oh man, some high-level stuff here at Cochise County 2A baseball. There's a reason why we have 3 of the top 5 and 4 of the top 13 teams in the state.
And here comes Matty Evans for the Benson Bobcats. He's got that short porch and right. We know he's got the power to get it over there. And when you have a fireballer like Elias, you might just have to put the bat on the ball and let it jump off. This one's going to be on the inside corner. 0-1 the count. 2 away in the bottom of the first inning.
What do they say in real estate? Location, location, location. And that pitch was perfect. That was Greg Maddox's Rembrandt painting of a corner.
Should ask Sherry Ethel and the real estate experts, but they say real estate all the time. This one's going to be inside. The throw down from Dorsey, just a little offline. Like you said, Dave, high-level baseball being played as Bubby Deskins now finds himself in scoring position, 1-1 home.
And he waited for the perfect pitch to steal on. He didn't just steal on the first pitch. He waited for the breaking ball. And yeah, I said, it's high-level baseball being played out here from two teams that will be going to Goodyear, Arizona.
The pitch from Elias. This one's going to be too tall, 2-1 the count.
Trying to get him to chase the high heat, but Matty Evans, the bat's clean up for a reason. That eye is good.
Yeah, people starting to pile up into our Cool FM Live chat. Don't hesitate to get active in the chat, folks. Shout out your favorite athlete. Trust me, they go back, especially Mr. on the Mound, DJ Elias, and they watch every second of the ball games. Let them know you're supporting them. This pitch is going to be a high fly ball into right field. Does it have the distance? It doesn't. And the Tombstone Yellow Jackets get out of the inning. One hit in the inning. No runs allowed. We go to the top of the second. Tombstone still on top. 1-0 in Benson, Arizona.
You missed it again. To the warning track and just short. I just remember hearing that sentence every day as a child.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Great first inning of baseball play between these two teams. 1-0. If it finishes this way, I'm a genius.
I thought, no kidding, right? I thought Matty Evans got a lot more of that than he actually did. But hey, it is what it is. Wind is kind of blowing in from left field. The home runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know why every time we do a ball game, one's got to blow into the home plate. That's just rude.
Yeah, normally it comes in from the south. So, yeah, it is coming from an odd direction today, but that's fine. It's like 2 miles an hour.
Tanya A. Martinez back in the chat says, way to go, Tombstone. Absolutely. After that leadoff single, Dave, a runner advanced to second, and that's it for the Yellow Jackets. Great defense and great pitching from Elias.
Well, you know, and in baseball, a lot of this game is mental, and so we're talking about that 8-2 loss to Desert Christian. Just that 1-0 after the first inning is going to be huge for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets going forward.
Now, both innings, or both half innings in the first, end with flyouts to right field. Something interesting. And coming up now for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, we're going to have Brendan Caballero. He's big, powerful left-hander. Yeah, Jacob Ames and Andrew Dorsey. Glad
to have Caballero back in this lineup. He missed the first part of the season with injury. So it's nice to have Big Brendan back out there.
Ooh, more comments in the chat. We have Darlene Bierman. Sorry, I can't read the names. The phone won't. It's so bright outside. The phone's not letting me go. Says, let's go Bobcats. And Matthew Meinhardt back in the chat says, way to go Tombstone. As Dawson Judd in that big breaking ball get ahead of Caballero 0-1.
Such nasty movement on that breaking ball. More like break dancing ball the way it's moving out there.
The 0-1 now to Caballero. There it is again on the inside corner.
Oh, that was filthy.
And Brendan Caballero has not seen Dawson Judd because, like you said, Dawson Judd has not played JV at all. So he's not accustomed to this breaking ball. And Judd, I wouldn't be surprised if he throws it again. There's the fastball. That's going to be in the dirt. 1-2
Very
count.
astute observation by the best play-by-play guy in the business.
Well, I look at Caballero. I think he's a junior or senior or something. And I was looking at the freshman they had last year. I'm like, how did this guy get overlooked? Look, he's got power, throws hard. And that breaking ball is going to be foul tip, so we're going to do this again. Caballero thought he missed that one. We did hear a tip, and so did the blue. So we'll do 1 and 2 again. Here to lead off the top of the second inning.
Last time I heard a tip, it cost me $100 in the stock market. Caballero is a junior, by the way.
One and two to Caballero. There's that breaking ball. Catches the inside corner. Brendan is not accustomed to that ball breaking that hard, and that's the second strikeout for Dawson Judd.
Oh, and he's letting him know about that breaking pitch right away. Jacob, on the other hand, has seen Dawson Judd before, but he's like, yeah, that. I don't know what he said to him, but it had to be something along the lines of, wow.
I'm probably just saying, I'm calling the inside corner. Hey, we've seen Dawson Judd do this to many a hitter. That does touch the inside corner every time. First pitch now to Jacob Ames, who ended the bottom half of the first inning with that put out in the right field. He's going to look at that one. 0-1 the count.
Just that one run on the scoreboard, and Judd has had enough. He's like, all right, that's enough. He hasn't missed since.
And the 0-1 home to Smith Ames is going to be in the dirt. 1-1 now the count for.
Yeah, Judd looks to be in full control right now. Expect nothing less from the 3-sport star of the Benson Bobcats.
This one's going to be in the dirt. 2-1 now to Ames. So Jacob Ames, pretty happy to let those last two go by. No danger, no thought in letting them go. Very easy takes.
So 2-1, getting ahead of Judd. Let's see if Ames tries to swing at something here.
Catches the outside corner, 2-2 the count.
Another beautifully located pitch there. And the Tombstone parents imploring with the players to get the bat off your shoulders.
And Ames is going to choke up. He's going to try to do just that. The 2-2. There's that breaking ball. Just misses on the inside, 3-2. But that was close.
Well, yet again, Jacob, it looks like it's coming at you. And by the time it finishes, it's barely missing the inside corner.
It's like he's got a game controller. The 3-2 home. Outside corner, strike 3 to Jacob Ames. He knew it right away, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dawson Judd.
Yeah, 2 up and 2 very fiercely sat down by Judd. So let's see if Dorsey can figure it out, because right now this is a puzzle that Tombstone can't solve here in the second inning.
Andrew Dorsey for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets catcher up to the plate. But like I was trying to say, Dave, it's like as soon as they back off, that's when it breaks. It's like Dawson Judd's controlling it. Like, now, break now.
Yeah, like he has a string on it.
That first pitch can be too tall, 1-0 count. Top of the second inning. Tombstone up 1-0. Back-to-back strikeouts. Dawson Judd trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. That one's going to be in the dirt, 2-0.
Yeah, that one just got away from him a little bit, but that's why you get so many pitches to play with.
Thank you again, everyone, for getting live on our Cool FM chat. It just makes it better, especially for baseball season. We have nothing but time to sit here and read your chats and have conversations. That one's going to be swung on and missed. Dawson Judd now getting his first strike of the at-bat, 2-1 the count.
So Judd looking to get 1-2-3 in this inning against Dorsey. And that's a swing and a miss on that one. So Judd getting it back to 2 strikes.
All right, 2's full here in the top of the second inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Can Dorsey start a 2-out rally for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets? Or will Dawson Judd get his 1-2-3 inning? That one's in the dirt. Good take from Dorsey. That's a lot harder to take when you got 2 strikes on you, Dave. The 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Dawson Judd, like you said, bouncing back after surrendering 1 in the first, and so far having a very, very efficient second inning. Dawson Judd now the pitch, the full count. This one's going to be squared up into center field. And a good jump out there. And that Benson Bobcat defense, they just are never out of position in center field. Matthew Evans making the play for the Bobcats. 1-2-3 inning for Judd.
We saw it against Wilcox. I mean, Benson is talk about. I mean, again, they made the semifinals last year, but talk about just fine tuning and sharpening that sword just a little bit more, and they just look like a better version of what made the semifinals last year. To your point, Dave, they made the semifinals last year. We can't stress that enough. And like you said, they look better defensively, offensively. I mean, it's going to be tough to replace Dalton Crockett, but every pitcher now with the Benson Bobcats is ace arm. It's tough. It's going to be tough to beat them for anyone. DJ back on that bump with a 1-0 lead. Gave up 1 hit in the first, but also looking just as sharp as Dawson Judd on that mound.
Well, we're going to have Case Williams, Jason Santo, and Jace Myatt coming up for the Benson Bobcats in the bottom of the second inning. And before we do, I'd like to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas, providing the highest quality of service to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Connect with the doctor of physical therapy today.
Also, thank you to American Southwest Credit Union with better rates and personalized service. They are an equal opportunity lender. Go to ascu.org. All right, so we got some fun baseball stuff for you folks there in between innings here. So me being the sad Mariners fan that I am, the one bright shining spot for the Seattle Mariners is Julio Rodriguez. He is the 4th player, age 22 or younger, to get to the 30-30 club. Paul, do you know who the youngest player to ever do
Barry
it was?
Bonds.
It was not.
Really?
He was the youngest player to
Carlos
ever
Beltran.
get the 30-30 club.
Carlos Beltran.
It was not. I'll give you a minute.
Who?
I'll give you a minute.
Okay. And while we have that minute, big Case Williams.
The original youngest was Jose Canseco.
All Cochisian left tackle. About to show some power in this ball game. First pitch from Elias. Inside corner catch, his own, 1 the count.
Oh, and he came out to White Horse by Chris Stapleton? Sorry, Case, I wasn't familiar with your game.
Another man after your heart. Second pitch is going to be fouled away. That one's going to get past the dugout. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, Case Williams, owner of Pride Shine Detailing here in Benson, Arizona. If you need your car detailed, that's the guy to call. I've seen
Don't
the
be
pictures of
intimidated by
work.
his size. Big teddy bear when he's off the field.
Nicest
On the
kid.
field.
The nicest kid.
He's a grizzly bear. No balls, 2 strikes from Elias. Outside corner. Just misses. Case thought he was sitting down on that one. He was jumping out of the box.
I thought the umpire was about to gun him down, like we're in Tombstone.
1 ball, 2. No kidding, right? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now to big Case Williams. That one's going to be too tall. 2-2 now. Elias loses Case back to even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second inning here in Benson, Arizona.
Just one pitch got away from DJ, and he wore it on his face. He's like, come on, you're better than that.
The 2-2 home. That fastball is going to be a high fly ball. It's a looping fly ball into center field, and it will drop right in front of Win Cone. So Case Williams, another leadoff single in back-to-back innings for the Benson Bobcats.
Like I said, one of the hottest bats in Cochise County right now. Had a great game against Wilcox. He's just been coming on the last 4 games. And here comes Jason Santo, another hot bat for the Benson Bob. They're all hot bats.
Santo, 6'5" as a sophomore. It's a great wide receiver / basketball / baseball player coming up for the Benson Bobcats. Just wait till he's a junior. 6'7", my bad. Almost 7 feet tall. First pitch going to be in the dirt. Want to know the count. Only a sophomore, Dave.
So Benson
Can't teach
Bobcats,
size.
I said, on the football field with Judd and Santo, they're not going anywhere.
No, then you did pick the Benson Bobcats to win their conference next year, despite you not knowing the conferences were going to switch.
Yeah, I did. That wasn't my fault. That's a great pitch by DJ, though.
1-1 to Santo. Santo not interested in giving DJ Elias any quick counts.
Again, he's another hot bat. Santo's been playing very well lately.
The pitch. This one's going to be fouled away. 1-2 now to Santo.
Yeah, he's gotten behind in the count. DJ getting ahead of most of the hitters he's faced so far. Didn't stop Case from poking one into center field, though.
Speaking of hot, my phone's really hot right now. Come on, phone. Don't do this to us right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That sun is up there.
We got another. We can pull my phone out if we need it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. This one's going to be fouled away.
That was a big defensive swing there by Santo. He realized that ball was going right across the strike zone. He got that bat out there quickly.
Yeah, this is one of those things. It's tough to do because you got to sit fastball. You can't let it get by you and just try to foul off all the breaking pitches. This one's going to be chopped back to shortstop. Kelly Bliss unassisted to the bag at 2. And that's going to be a double play. Kelly Bliss doing just about everything on that one. 2 away in the bottom of the second.
Kelly Bliss or Ozzie Smith out there. What a play. The spinning throw off of the bag. Beautiful play.
I like how you said that. We're going to start calling him Ozzie Bliss now. But the double play there from Kelly Bliss.
And here comes Goofy to the plate.
Jace Myatt, the catcher for the Benson Bobcats, is going to send a high fly ball into right field. This one's going to get behind the dugout. 0-1 the count.
I told you it's Alfred.
I know, but I'm saying Jace. That's the name he was given.
His mama call him Jace. I call him Jace.
Horton Jessica in the chat says, let's go, Kelly! 1-1 the count. Very impressive unassisted double play from Kelly Bliss. Well, I mean, it was assisted by the first baseman, but I don't know how you say that anymore.
Since they call him Goofy, every time he gets a hit, I'm going to be like,
And also says, good job, Kelly. This one's going to be too tall inside. 2-1 the count. I think it's 2-1. It is.
I was going to say good eye, but considering the ball was coming right at his eye.
What's Blue
saying? Pretty
saying?
easy one to lay off of.
And umpire says, be quiet while he's pitching the ball. I don't like that at all.
No, that's not how this works.
I want my dugouts. I want my dugouts to be loud and active. It's not golf. 2 balls, 1 strike now, Elias. Misses that one low. 3-1 the count. 2 away in the bottom of the second inning after that big double play from Kelly Bliss.
I've never seen that get shut down before.
This one's going to be fouled away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs the count in the bottom of the second inning here in Benson, Arizona. I'm as shocked as you are about that, Dave. And they're only saying 1-5. That's his number. Now they're saying ball 4. This one's going to be fouled away. We'll do this 3-2 again.
He's going to go do it again. Or maybe not.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. And a gorgeous day in Benson, Arizona. Too gorgeous. That's to get behind some clouds.
Perfect day. There are no clouds.
I know. That one's going to miss high, and a great job by Jace Myatt out of the 7-hole, working a 2-out walk against DJ Elias. That's going to bring up Byron Judd.
Yeah, another player that had a big game against Wilcox. Byron Baby Judd coming to the plate. So, I mean, again, it's just nonstop around here. All these freshmen and sophomores.
Bench runner now coming in, Kinez for the Benson Bobcats, as Myatt's going to go get some catcher's equipment on. We got Papa Judd right next to us. He's going to film this one too.
Well, you know, we were talking about the All-Star game. I thought that my idea was a good one about just no underclassmen. Yeah, like if we just do juniors and seniors, we might just be able to have 2 teams.
Whatever. Anyway, Byron Judd now up.
What do you mean, whatever?
It was conversations we have in private. 2 away. Byron Judd's going to try to choke up heavy to catch up to the fastball. Elias doesn't need to swing at that one. 1-0 the count.
We're doing a baseball game. At least we don't drone on like the guys from the Pirates.
Right. Were they bad? 1 ball, no strike home. Elias. That fastball's going to catch, and Judd sends it over to Kelly Bliss, who'd be a great hit if it wasn't to Kelly Bliss at shortstop, who's up and over with every single put out in the bottom of the second inning for the Tombstone Yellowjackets. We go now to the top of the third in a very quick game, Dave. 1-0, Tombstone still on top.
San Pedro Golf Course, here we come. But yeah, Ozzie Bliss with a great inning there defensively.
Ozzie Bliss, I forgot already.
With a great inning there defensively. In between innings, please allow me to thank Sosi. Every play, every pass, every goal with us every step of the way. Go to sosi.com. That's SOSI.com.
Thank you as well to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper today if you're in the need of any landscaping services, including pool cleaning. You can find them on Facebook or Google Grasshopper Landscaping.
Give them a call at 520-456-8945. Number's not even written down on my piece of paper.
That's it is not. They took the number away, and I appreciate that. That's the hardest thing to remember. 9 consecutive numbers.
I was raised in the 80s. Easy peasy for us.
Easy peasy. Yeah, well, we had the rotary phones. You really had to commit to a number to dial it back in the 80s.
Oh, especially when you missed. You're like, no!
That's it. Hang up. Try again.
Also, thanks to Right Way, serving all of Cochise County, doing plumbing, heating, electrical, and cooling services the right way. So thank you for your sponsorship. That's why you folks get to watch this for free, this heavyweight bout for free on Cool FM Live.
The battle for Paul's power rankings. I told that to Coach Montillo, the Benson Bobcats. No pressure. We know exactly what's on the line here. And he just smiled and he said, "Yeah, Paul." He didn't. He laughed about it. But Sasha Webster's going to lead us off for the Tombstone Yellowjackets. Then we turn the lineup back over to Trey Franklin and Miguel Rincon. Trey Franklin for the Yellowjackets, responsible for the only run of the game as we enter the top of the third inning.
So with the top of the lineup coming up, Dawson Judd really needs to get Webster out here. He doesn't want to put himself in a hole facing the top of the lineup with a runner on.
And the first pitch from Judd, that's going to be outside. 1-0, misses with that big breaking ball.
Looks like Sasha just wanted to take the walk right away. I thought he was going to throw the bat and start going.
Mind games. People forget about the gamesmanship of sports as well. Oh, and he does go around on that swing. 1-1 the count. He was expecting the big curveball, and that one just stayed straight the entire time.
Yeah, Judd just blasted that fireball right by him.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live. Jump into the chat. Let us know who you're cheering from or where you're cheering for. There's that breaking ball, and that's going to catch the outside corner. 1-2 now to Webster.
Absolutely filthy. Filthy stuff coming off the arm of Judd.
You have got to have seen that a couple times before you get used to it and can adjust. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Webster. There it is again, but he holds back on the did he or did he not? The appeal down. First base umpire says you're not the umpire, brother.
I thought he'd got gunned down like Johnny Ringo on that one, but the ump disagrees. So here we go with the 2-2.
First base umpire didn't even appeal down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Webster's going to foul this one off the fastball. We'll do the 2-2 again.
Oh, Webster. Again, if the 9-hole hitter can get on base for the top of the lineup for Tombstone, that's good. That's a good thing if you're a Yellow Jacket fan.
Oh, he stays back on that big breaking ball, but there's more of the leather flash from Benson, Arizona. Second baseman for the Benson Bobcats, Byron Judd, coming up with that play.
I told you, folks, you're going to get an absolute masterclass of baseball being played out here today. But back to the top of the lineup, tall Trey Franklin.
There you go, Byron.
Here we go. One away. Come on, Paul. Reset the scoreboard. You're smarter than that. One away. Trey Franklin. Hit by a pitch in his first time up and almost again. That's going to be over his head, 1-0.
Almost again.
Trey Franklin hit by a pitch, stole a base, and then came around to score after the Tombstone Yellow Jackets did a great job pushing over to third and manufacturing the run off the double from Eric Kohler. The pitch. That's going to be over, 1-1 the count.
Eric Kohler keeps hearing about blah, 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 two-way player of the year, blah, blah, blah. He said, I'm coming. I want the whole thing.
Yeah, you keep playing like this. I mean, he's been the hottest bat in Cochise County for 2 weeks. That one almost hits. It's Trey Franklin again, 2-1. I wonder what it is about Trey Franklin that makes Dawson Judd want to hit him. Got to be some personal beef between those two. It is a small county, folks. 2 ball, 1 strike to Trey Franklin. Outside, misses the outside corner, 3-1 now.
Good eye by Trey. He's got Rincon on deck. So, again, just one step at a time on the baseball field.
Especially in a game like this, Dave. Every pitch is just amplified. This one's going to be on the hands. Can Trey Franklin run this one out? It's going to be bobbled over there at third base, and Trey Franklin, that's just what he needed. Bubby Deskins couldn't come up with that one. It would have been a tough play either. We'll go ahead and give Franklin the one-out single from the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
Very rare misstep from the Benson defense. So let's see if Tombstone can take advantage of it.
Well, that's what happens when you're sped up, Dave, and a slow chopper like that. Bubby, it took that last bounce, and he thought he had to get it out quickly, which he did. We know how fast Trey Franklin is. Just unfortunate, bobbled a little bit, couldn't come up with it. Almost made the throw down either way. That's going to bring up Rincon, Miguel Rincon for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. This one's going to get away, and Trey Franklin's going to find himself on second, 1-0 home.
And now Tombstone with another runner in scoring position. And again, with 2 aces on the mound, I expect them going to at least the 5th inning. So, I mean, every run so valuable in a game like this.
You're not wrong, Dave. We've seen Tombstone and Benson double digits every single game we broadcasted them. Not this time. This is going to be a classic baseball game where, like you said, runs are a premium. That one's going to be fouled away, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, I mean, to the point of where if Tombstone is not able to bring Trey Franklin across that plate, they're going to be, yeah, where it's like you need to take advantage. It's very rare you're going to see a runner on second base today.
And Trey Franklin's been there twice.
He's the only one.
Eric Kohler was there as well.
Oh, yes.
After the double. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dawson Judd looking Franklin back. He's interested in him. Franklin's going to take off. The ball's going to be in the dirt. And what a decision to run from Trey Franklin. Now only 1 away, 2-1 home. And Trey Franklin 90 feet away from a Sherry Ethel Team Real Estate Insurance. Oh, that's wrong. It's not real estate, not insurance.
That's Tanya Sato Insurance.
I'm sorry, I tried. I'm not a Dave Davies. 2-1 the count home. Here's the pitch. Oh, this one's going to be ripped by Miguel Rincon. That's going to get into right field, and that's going to be another RBI. And the 2 runs in the game scored by Trey Franklin from the Yellow Jackets. Miguel Rincon, RBI single.
And now, the job for Dawson Judd has now changed. His job now is to keep Miguel Rincon on first base through this at-bat. You cannot let Rincon take second with this hitter at the plate.
DJ
at
Elias.
the plate, DJ Elias.
DJ Elias 0 for 1 in this ballgame, but it was a productive 0 for as he was able to move the runner over to third. 2-0. That big breaking ball will miss the outside corner. 1-0 the count to DJ. More pitcher-on-pitcher action.
Yeah, Judd being a little careful with DJ. I mean, as you should with a powerful hitter like this.
Rincon. Sizable lead. He's going to take off, and again, a ball in the dirt. And the Tombstone Yellow Jackets just doing a great job of picking pitches to run on as Rincon finds himself at second base.
Well, we saw last year they were just aggressive. Like, there's no other way to put it. And now they're being very selectively aggressive, where they're not putting themselves in opportunities to get thrown out.
And Judd looking at Rincon. Doesn't look like he's interested in taking third here, although he is inching forward. This one's going to be ripped down the third base line. That's going to be a fair ball underneath the glove of Bubby Deskins, and that's going to be an RBI for DJ Elias. He's trying to run into second base. Can he beat the throw? He can. An RBI double from superstar DJ Elias. Now 3-0. Tombstone on top.
Yeah, it was a rocket shot down the third baseline. Deskins had no chance on that one. DJ just hit a rocket right over the bag. And so now 3-0 Tombstone.
No rest for the Bobcats, Dave. Eric Kohler coming up.
Oh,
For Tombstone, number 13.
this kid is just on fire. This kid is hotter than the freaking hot sauce that they give you when you go to Tombstone.
AZ Prep Student Athlete of the Week last week in all of Arizona. Eric Kohler now, RBI double in his first plate appearance. Looking to match that. Looks at the pitch on the outside corner. 0-1 the count.
If he had the green light on that pitch, that would have been a hit. You could tell that he was told not to swing the bat on that pitch.
Shout out to the sun not being so hot. My phone has cooled down, Dave. We're good. 0-1 the count. 1 away in the bottom of the third. Elias with the leadoff second. He's going to stay put. Kohler's going to swing through that big breaking ball. 0-2.
Little frustration shake of the bat there. Mad at himself for not putting the bat on the ball there. Well, brother, you can't do it every time. Okay? It's impossible.
It is one of those things. A lot of good things have happened for the Yellow Jackets. You just want to get up and swing that bat after back-to-back hits.
I expect another swing here.
That one's going to be in the dirt, going to get away, and now DJ Elias 90 feet away on third base for the Yellow Jackets, 1-2 home.
Yeah, that curveball is just getting away from Alfred behind the plate. So now, like you said, that fourth runner 90 feet away, and the hottest bat in the county at the plate.
I love the fans. Love the fans. A little base knocked up. We should dip every time we do a baseball game. Just get that in our mouth, you know. 2-2 the count as that one's in the dirt.
Man, oh man, how quickly these seasons go. We only have 3 games. Oh, no, excuse me. I have 4 games left on the schedule. I'll be at St. David next Thursday as they host Valley Union. Softball.
Eric Kohler's going to catch up to that high fastball just in time to foul it off. Still 2-2. 1 away in the top of the third inning. Benson Bobcats find themselves down 3-0, and the Tombstone Yellow Jackets threatening more runs, 2 across in this inning. The pitch from Judd. There's the breaking ball, but Kohler does a great job sticking with it. The dive at second, no good, and that's another RBI for Eric Kohler. A single this time. 4-0 Tombstone on top.
Oh, man, that kid is becoming a serious problem. And again, Kelly Bliss, the defensive star of the last half an inning, coming back up to the plate. And Tombstone is on fire right now.
Kelly Bliss officially 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. Did get a little bit on that one. Pick-off move from Dawson Judd. Almost gets Kohler. Great job getting back in time. Big Case Williams with the tag, just a little bit behind the play.
Kohler got to do something today. He got to do something I didn't get to do today, which is get caught napping. Somebody had to make me play 18 holes.
Well, you played 18. I played a little bit of a fraction of that one. Shout out real-life work. Oh, this one's going to be a big breaking ball that stays behind Bliss. 1-0 the count. Bliss is shaking his head. Yes, I think the Tombstone Yellow Jackets feel like they've got Dawson Judd's number, at least in the top half of the third inning.
Like the management staff at a chain restaurant, Dawson Judd has lost control, it seems.
Tanya Martinez in the chat says, come on, Kelly. Home run hit. Okay, that's a big ask, but
I don't
keep
know.
the
Kelly's
line
got
moving.
that power in him.
Ooh, and there's a big fastball right by him. 1-1 the count. Foul tip. Almost on it. You could hear the Yellow Jacket dugout saying, you're on it.
Well, yeah, again, he's got to be feeling himself after all those wizardry plays at shortstop.
Single-handedly, every put out last inning for the Yellow Jackets. Stays back on the big breaking ball from Judd. Bubby Deskins up to second. That's the 5. That's the 4, but they can't get the 3 in time. Just 1 away. But a good heads-up play for Bubby Deskins. Now 2 away for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, a little redeeming play there. Well, that's going to bring out the very large Brendan Caballero.
Caballero 0 for 1 in this ball game with the strikeout. Remember, he did not gauge that breaking ball from Dawson Judd well in his last at-bat, and I expect Dawson Judd to force feed that big slider, we'll call it a slurve, that big slurve on the inside corner.
Yeah, Judd has got to settle this thing down and try to give Benson a shot offensively, but another great stolen base attempt by the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Again, turning first into second. 3 times now this inning.
Yeah, Kelly Bliss finds himself on second in scoring position. Judd trying to throw that breaking ball to Caballero, but this one got away from him over the plate. And I think, Dave, everyone knows that Judd, after that first plate appearance against Caballero, is going to throw the breaking ball, including the coaches for the Yellow Jackets pickoff attempt. Great throw down. Almost got him, but Bliss back in time.
Tombstone trying to end that Benson Bobcat unbeaten streak that goes back into middle of March.
Hard Jessica was in the chat saying, you got this Kelly home run, bud. So Kelly Bliss with a lot of expectations from his fans. This one's going to be ripped down the third baseline, but just gets foul. 1-1 now the count. to Caballero.
Bless you.
Sir Caballero, again, a welcome addition for Coach Milligan and the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Just another big bat in the middle of that lineup as they prepare to head to Goodyear.
Judd's going to throw this one in the dirt. Bliss is going to go to third. The throw down isn't in time. It is not. The ball's going to get away, and Kelly Bliss is going to come home, and Kelly Bliss by himself manufactures the 5th run for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
That's what I said. After that wizardry at short, he is feeling himself. Kelly Bliss is making things happen single-handedly.
Wizardry on the base paths, and now I don't know who to credit that pass ball at third to, but either which way, Kelly Bliss comes home for the 5th run for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. 2-1 now home to Brendan Caballero. 5-0 Yellow Jackets on top of the Bobcats.
Did not see that coming.
This fastball is going to be fouled away. 2-2. Caballero was on it, just a little bit behind.
Hey, you're on it, kid.
Man, oh man, I mean, you just don't see Dawes and Judd getting tagged like this very often, if ever.
That's baseball, baby. Any given day. And that one's going to be in the dirt. Full count, 2 away in the top of the 3rd inning. Nobody needs this strike more than Dawson Judd.
You took the words right out of my mouth. He needs this pitch right here. He's got to sit him down, settle down in that dugout, and get prepared for the 4th.
Horton Jessica in the chat says, great job, Kelly. And he does get him with the high fastball. Now we go into the bottom of the 3rd inning, but the Tombstone Yellow Jackets 4 across in the top of the 3rd. It is now 5-0 in Benson, Arizona. Yellow Jackets on top.
Man, oh man. Now, you know, they've only had 2 appearances at the plate, but the fact there's still just a 0 on that board for Benson because their offense has been lively. So I expect the bats to start heating up a little bit for the Bobcats in this half of an inning.
Tanya Martinez back in the chat says, way to go, Kelly. Now your mom has to wash that dirty uniform. He plays shortstop. I feel like there's not a single day where that uniform is not dirty.
If you're not dirty, you didn't play.
Exactly. It's the exact. No, I'm not going to say anything.
But,
that would have been a wrong joke to make. Who do I think I am?
Really, DJ?
TJ Elias waking us up.
He knocked the sign off. It's like Ricky Vaughn out there.
Well, if you need help waking up and you struggle with activities of daily living, if it's tough for you to get out of bed, you need to call Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, serving Cochise, Graham, and Santa Cruz County for all your non-medical home care needs. 520-685-1035.
Also, thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, television, and internet. Go to allofiber.com and become a Fiber fan. I was talking about our scheduling. We have St. Davis softball next week. You're going to go out there and do baseball, right? While I do softball?
Yeah, we'll split up for that one.
And
I'll
then,
do softball for sure.
Our game of the week next week. I'm doing softball.
I know. I'm kidding.
Our game of the week next week will be these same Tombstone Yellow Jackets as they travel down to Warren Ballpark to take on the Bisbee Pumas.
That's next week? Is that Friday?
Next Friday. And then the week after that, we'll be at Warren Ballpark twice as they host the Wilcox Cowboys and then the Benson Bobcats.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still don't know the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday lineup next week.
There's no games on Monday unless you decide to go to Wilcox.
For sure there is. Bottom of the 3rd inning now. David Harris coming up for the Benson Bobcats. He looks at that one, 2 tall, 1-0 count. He'll be followed by Kelly Deskins and Bobby Deskins. So we do turn the lineup over in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Benson Bobcats.
I know that Jeff might be doing Buena, but I know for a fact that we can't do a game on Monday. So
this is going to be a high fly ball out in left center field over his Rincon, and he makes the play. First out of the inning. DJ Elias still on fire on the bump for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, but we're back to the top of the lineup for Benson, so their second time seeing DJ. It's time for the Benson Bats to come alive, starting with Kellen Deskins.
Kellen Deskins, 1 for 1 in this ballgame with the single in the first inning. Unfortunately, Benson could not capitalize on either of their leadoff singles in the first 2 innings. That one's going to be a little bit low, 1-0 the count to Deskins.
Like Lee Harvey Oswald, that one barely missed.
The 1-0. Deskins going to look at that one high, 2-0 the count. It's a good thing he decided not to swing because the bat wasn't out of his shoulder when the ball hit the catcher's glove. Elias with a fireball of a fastball.
Yeah, I was going to say, that ball came at 90 plus.
That one's going to catch 2-1 the count.
I love it. DJ asked the ump if it was high. The ump said yes, so he's like, all right, perfect. It finds his location perfectly at the next pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike now to Deskins. He's going to rip this one into left field. Does it get down? That's got a long way to go to that wall, and it does get down in left field. Kellen Deskins making the turn to first and going all the way into the second with an easy stand-up double. That's now 2 for 2 for Deskins.
Exactly what the Benson Bobcats needed. And now the younger Deskins, baby Bubby Deskins, coming to the plate to try to get himself an RBI. But the Benson Bobcats needed that. Like I said, second way through the lineup. It's time to start getting the bat on the ball for the Benson Bobcats.
Bubby Deskins 0 for 1 in this ball game.
It's Cypress Hill. I just saw them.
Bubby tried to do a sacrifice bump, but DJ Elias with his 90-mile-an-hour throw got Kellen Deskins at second base. Even the sacrifice didn't work. And the difference is in the details, Dave. It's the small things in baseball that make a difference. That probably saved a run. That awareness from Elias.
Expect a possible bunt attempt here just to move Deskins over and give Judd a shot to at least put a 1 on that board. So we've seen this. I've seen this multiple times this year already.
That one's going to be on the outside, or miss the outside corner, rather, 1-0 count. I will say Bubby Deskins noticeably not gripping the bat with his right hand. That might be a telltale sign he wants to bunt. But if I am the Benson Bobcats, I'm sorry, we need a bigger inning than just a run. Here in the bottom of the third inning. DJ from the stretch. He's going to look. Kellen Deskins back, but no one covering. So DJ puts his hands up.
No, because he had him. If there was somebody covering the bag right there, he had him.
1-0 now to Bubby Deskins. Freshman, right? And they're going to throw this one down. Kellen Deskins just gets in time. Big game here for what was supposed to be our Cochise County game of the week.
Benson has 3 names.
Ooh, Chris Rasmussen in the chat says, "Let's go, boys. Close the gap." Of course, talking about the Benson Bobcats, head coach of the football team.
What's up, Coach?
This one's going to be too tall. 2-0 now to Bubby Deskins. Works himself ahead of DJ Elias.
I love Coach Rasmussen. It's
big guy.
He's a great guy. I love doing Benson football games just so I get to see him and hang out with him for a little bit.
The one person in Cochise County better than Case Williams, Coach Chris Rasmussen. A 2-0 home.
Nothing
DJ
like
Elias
Benson
very
football.
aware of Kellen Deskins on second base, maybe to his detriment at this point. That one's going to be over 2-1. That was just a get-me-over pitch by DJ Elias.
Yeah, absolutely nothing like Benson Bobcat football. Seeing that line stretching out a half a mile all the way through the third quarter.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Elias looks Deskins back, throws it home to Deskins, and gets him swinging through that high pitch, 2-2 the count.
That was so the pitch to hit right there. Deskins just missing on it.
I
thought he had a shot at that one.
So that's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up because some balls are really good balls to hit, and that would have been a ball. But like you said, probably could have put something on that. He flares this one out into left field, and that's going to be Franklin over with the putout, second out of the inning for the Tombstone Yellowjackets. And now that brings up pitcher Dawson Judd.
If Dawson Judd can figure out the fastball of DJ Elias, he could put one off that scoreboard and tighten this thing up very quickly. I've seen it before. There's still a dent in that thing from the last time I was here.
Judd also 0 for 1. Remember, he lined out to second base in his last time up in a shot that I thought was going to get down in the gap. But a great play from Sasha Webster. That's going to bring head coach of the Tombstone Yellowjackets, Coach James Milligan, out to talk to DJ Elias and how they want to handle Dawson Judd. Coach Milligan, Dave. Coach James Milligan will be on our show this next Tuesday, live at noon.
And watch out, Bisbee fans, 'cause I'll be wearing my Tombstone hat. So get your tomatoes ready for me.
After that, speaking of coaches, head coach for the Benson Bobcats, Coach Fred Trujillo, 2 weeks from now will be on our Cochise County Sports Show live Tuesdays at noon.
Love it. I can't wait to pick that brain.
All we're going to have left would be Wilcox and Douglas at that point. I don't know if we can get him in, but we're going to try. Coach Fabian Ochoa and Coach
invite
Ward.
Coach Yogi before the playoffs start.
Oh, softball. My goodness, we forgot all our shows. We got to schedule out our shows better. Here we go. DJ against Dawson Judd. Big breaking ball does catch the outside corner, 0-1 to Judd.
Like you said, Judd's just going to be waiting for that fastball. If DJ throws him one, Judd's going to go for it.
Last time we broadcast in Benson, Arizona, Dawson Judd hit one that hasn't landed yet, and that one's going to be high and tight, 1-1 the count.
Oh, no, it landed, only because the scoreboard got in the way. If there was no scoreboard there, that thing would be at Catalina Foothills.
We are next to Fort Echuca. That could have also been a fighter jet. You never know. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. DJ Elias, the turnaround throw back to Deskins. It gets into center field. Kellen Deskins going to try to get to the third base, and he will. Rincon loses it.
If Deskins hadn't slid, he might be home right now because Rincon bobbled that ball.
Would have definitely been a play at the plate, and I think maybe sliding might have bailed the Bobcats out because I've seen Miguel Rincon and his arm in center field. He would have made it interesting.
You're not wrong.
1 ball, 1 strike now. The runner 90 feet away for Dawson Judd. The pitch from Elias. He sits back and rips it into left field. Does it get in fair territory?
Missed it by a foot.
Foul. 1 and 2 the count.
Missed it by a foot.
Just a very long, hard, loud out foul.
I get a different sound comes out of the bat of Dawson Judd.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to the pitcher for the Benson Bobcats, trying to help his own cause. We're going to have a timeout. Waiting for that ball to come back in play. He was number 24. Montillo for the Benson Bobcats. Shout out. Going to get that ball. 3:25 to left. And
this is officially the biggest pitch of this ball game.
you're not wrong about that, Dave. We will have bigger, but right now. This one's going to be shot to center field. Rincon is all over it, right at him. A very loud out, number 3 for the Benson Bobcats. We go into the top of the 4th inning. DJ able to hold the Bobcats off the scoreboard one more time. Still 5-0 Tombstone on top.
And that's why you have an ace like DJ to try to shut down one of the hottest offenses in the state of Arizona right now in the Benson Bobcats. Like I said, they just mercy ruled Wilcox. So they know how to get themselves around the bases. And right now, 5-0 going into the top of the 4th. So DJ pitching an absolute gem.
Like you said, Dave, 5-0 now. Only 1 inning where the Yellow Jackets haven't scored a run. In last inning, they scored 4. That's not a good sign from Dawson Judd as he throws that one in the dirt. And that's where he's been losing his pitches. That's why I say it's not a good sign.
Yeah. And Alfred is having a tough time with those breaking balls in the dirt.
But coming up for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets in the top of the 4th inning is going to be Jacob Ames, Andrew Dorsey, and Sasha Webster, the bottom third of the lineup.
Dawson Judd has got to 1-2-3 the 7-8 Niners. He just has to.
He did that in the 2nd inning, so we'll see if he can't do that one more time. But in between innings, folks, I'd like to thank some of the people that make this broadcast possible. First, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
Also, thank you to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. They do licenses, titles, registrations, and IDs, written and road testing available. Now open Saturdays 9 to 2. Go to gingertitles.com.
Thank you as well to the MORSE Automotive Group of Cochise County. Driving today and experience the difference. And here we go. Tombstone coming up in the top of the 4th inning, looking to add some more runs on that scoreboard and inflict some more damage to the Bobcats here in Benson, Arizona.
Yeah, Jacob aims to keep this train rolling for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. You like that?
No, I don't know. Jacob to keep the train.
Is that Jacob Ames to keep?
Is that because there's a train in the background?
No, it's because his name is Jacob Ames.
I don't know what Ames is. 0-1. There is a train in the background. I thought that's what you were going to do as he swings through that one. I thought that's what you were going for.
No.
I hear the horn. Everyone hears the horn.
I said Jacob Ames to keep the train rolling.
Oh, 0-1 the count. Ames. Ooh, squared around a bunt. That one was thrown right over his head. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, Judd trying to decapitate over there, but Ames making a good life decision and getting out of the way.
Wind noticeably now blowing in from center field. That one's going to catch the outside corner. 1-2 now to Ames.
That breeze. This is the baseball weather that I grew up with right here, that I played in. With that breeze now blowing in, I'm like, yep.
Ames 0 for 1 with the strikeout, looking to make it not 0 for 2. This one's going to be shot back to Judd. Good job sticking with it from the pitcher. Always the scariest part of being a pitcher, but Dawson Judd, a great job sticking with it and recording the first put out of the top of the 4th.
And like I said, he has to go 1-2-3 here. You got to get to the bottom part of this lineup and just get yourselves back to the plate. They had a shot at some runs there in the 3rd. They just got to get themselves back to the plate and get this momentum back.
Andrew Dorsey now up for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. He is also for 1 with the strikeout in this ballgame. Judd looks like he wants to go quickly. Good breaking ball. This one's going to be in foul territory. Does slice into the parking lot. 0-1.
I don't know what that noise was that came out of the Tombstone dugout.
Everyone just trying to be funnier than the next. 2 years ago, Buena had a dugout to remember. That one's going to be over. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, Judd just doesn't have that pinpoint control that he normally does. It's just it's unusual from Dawson Judd.
It is unusual, but it also is the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. So it's always going to be tough when you go up against this kind of a lineup. 1-1 the count. That's a great breaking ball, but just too much on it. Now 2-1 to Dorsey.
A great pitch and better eye, because I didn't see that one coming up that short, but Dorsey did. That's why he's in the box, and I'm babbling to you folks.
2 balls, 1 strike, 5-0. That one's going to be too tall. 3-1 now to Dorsey, only 1 away in the top of the 4th.
Like I said, Judd's got to get back into this hitter. Can't just put one on and let the top of the lineup get to the plate.
That's going to be too tall. Great job from Dorsey working that walk. When you're in the bottom of the 3rd of the lineup, Dave, even the Tombstone lineup, which is a murderer's row, so to speak, just getting on base is objective number 1. Great job by Dorsey. That brings up Sasha Webster.
Well, when your 9-hole hitter is Sasha Webster, yeah, that's a tough lineup. And the way the Tombstone has been stealing bases, expect him jumping in the next 2 pitches. We do have a pinch
Vlad
runner.
Velasquez coming in. Vlad knows how to take a base or 2 as Andrew Dorsey's able to go get his catcher's gear on. 1 away in the top of the 4th inning.
I believe Vlad's a senior as well. No, he's a sophomore. Oh, my goodness. Never mind.
Built like a senior. I thought he was a senior.
But the super sophomore.
I look, he's standing eye to eye to Case Williams. Sophomore, huh? We do have a little bit of a pause in the action as Coach Milligan talks to the umpire. Just making sure he knows it's his catcher that's getting his equipment on. So
I think everybody's trying to get to San Pedro Golf Course right now. It's beautiful. It's beautiful out here. The only problem with that golf course is you can't play 9. Because if you stop on the 9th, you're 3 miles away from the clubhouse.
Richard Baldenegro on the chat says, go Jackets, and then you're going to the tune of 5-0 here in the top of the 4th. That one's going to be in the dirt, and that's a high fly ball past the catcher as it bounces off the plate and then some. So runner on second base for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, whether he was going to steal it or not, either way, Velasquez was going to end up on second base. Tombstone has been 100% on getting from first to second in this game.
Do not forget, Dave, the Benson Bobcats unbeaten in 9 straight, and that is in danger right now as we are more than halfway through this ball game in Benson, Arizona. This one's going to be shot right back up the middle. That's going to be the 6th run for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. An RBI single from Sasha Webster. Throw comes in. Good job cutting it off by Dawson Judd, but no first baseman to throw behind. And that is an RBI single. 6-0. Benson on top. Tombstone on top of Benson. There you go.
And here comes Coach Trujillo, because like I said, he had to go 1 through 3 through the bottom of that lineup. And now it's only 1 out. Tall Trey's coming to the plate, and Benson Bobcats are officially in trouble.
6-0, and we will see what Coach Trujillo does. Now remember, Coach Trujillo did save Kellen Deskins with the pitch count in Wilcox, Arizona, and that's exactly who's going to come on the bump now for the Benson Bobcats, and just a rough outing for Dawson Judd.
I forgot that. You're absolutely right. He pulled him early in a really good performance in Wilcox, and with the intention for this exact purpose right here, in case we need him against Tombstone. You're absolutely right.
This is just baseball, folks. Benson beat Desert Christian 12-4. Desert Christian beat Tombstone 8-2. Now Tombstone's up on Benson 6-0 in a baseball triangle.
Exactly. If you start using, Scott Steiner math there,
You have a 33.3% chance to win, but you put me in with a genetic freak like me, your odds go down 20%. That only gives you a 10% chance of victory. Anyway, Steiner Math is brought to you by the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439.
Well, a good example for you folks at home that aren't familiar with Steiner Math. So, starting this game, the Tombstone Yellow Jackets had a 50% chance to win the game, but then with the wind coming in at 2 miles an hour from right center, given the perplexity to getting into that right center gap, that drops your chances to 47%. Does it make sense?
Where's Will Kennedy when you need him?
Yeah, exactly. Will's got that Steiner Math down cold.
Kellen Deskins will replace Dawson Judd on the mound.
Shout out to
Dawson Judd to have a further impact in this game will have to come defensively or at the plate. Mama Franklin right next to us as Trey Franklin's about to come up to the plate. Trey Franklin, Mama Franklin's going to love to know this, scored the first 2 runs for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Officially 1-for-1, was hit by a pitch, has 3 stolen bases in the ball game, and of course the 2 runs we just talked about.
Well, like I said, when we saw Tombstone down at the Warren Ballpark Classic this year, when I was talking with DJ, the only thing he was talking about was Trey. He's like, no, Trey is killing it this year.
For Tombstone number 3,
And not only that, but be able to put DJ Fowler down in the lineup because you have a Trey Franklin that can bat leadoff. Because last year DJ was a leadoff hitter.
DJ was leadoff hitter. Gabe Garcia was number 3. And they actually put Kelly Bliss as number 2 in there. So a lot of lineup shuffles for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets this year.
Working out just fine for them. Trey is handling leadoff, like you said. Gotten on base every time, 3 stolen bases. What else do you want from your leadoff hitter?
Interesting pitch from Kellen Deskins going with the off speed, and that one's going to hit the plate. 1-0 the count.
I've only seen Deskins give up 1 run on Cool FM this year.
Sasha Webster on first base. Stays put, and that's going to be ripped past the shortstop by Trey Franklin, who's having himself a ball game. Now 2 for 2 officially. Runners on first and second for the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, man, and Tombstone, here comes Rincon and Elias, and it's not going to get any easier out here. And Eric Kohler, who's 2 for 2 as well in this day. So.
Miguel Rincon officially 1 for 2, had an RBI single in his last plate appearance. And now with only 1 away in the top of the 4th, Dave, power hitting Miguel Rincon, he gets a hold of one, and we're looking at mercy rules.
Yo, that's why I keep mentioning San Pedro Golf Course. I want you to know that I mentioned you several times today because you may be seeing us very shortly.
Rincon rips this one into right field. It looks like the wind's just going to carry it foul. And that would have been a great goal shot, Dave. Unfortunately, just a little bit right of the target. 0-1, just a loud foul.
I mean, you talk about barely missing. He hit that thing so hard it got stuck in the fence out there, just right of the foul pole. Rincon absolutely tagged that thing.
Here's behind the scenes. This was going to be our Cochise County game of the week if we had our producer not fishing today. So we had to move that to Tuesday. But what I'm trying to get at, Dave, what a surprising scoreline in Benson, Arizona, 6-0.
Well, Dan called me today, and he told me, he's like, well, I love y'all, but I love to fish.
0-1. Good breaking ball by Deskins. Catches the outside corner. 0-2 now.
Yeah, beautifully located pitch there by Deskins.
The 9-game unbeaten streak for the Benson Bobcats in jeopardy today because of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets coming off that 8-2 loss to Desert Christian, and that one's going to be fouled straight back. Don't worry, Dave.
It make me look like a giant sissy. Yes, I know. I know there's a fence in front of me, but it still scares me, okay?
And you always get a pass because at Warren Ballpark, that one came right through the fence and almost took your head off that one
you're
time.
Right.
So you get a pass. Nobody can say nothing. You tell them I said that too. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away in the bottom of the top of the 4th. This one's going to be in the dirt off the face mask. And that's going to advance both runners for the Yellow Jackets. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Miguel Rincon.
The Deskins, again, there's situational stuff. Deskins has got to get through Rincon. You cannot allow these bases to get loaded and have Superstar coming to the plate. He'll end the game.
Deskins the pitch. This one catches a lot of the plate. It's going to be a high fly ball. This is going to be an RBI for Rincon. Caught in center field. Runner does come home, and that is going to be 7-0. Yellow Jackets on top. Runner does stay put at second for the Yellow Jackets, and now a runner at second, 7-0, and DJ Elias coming to the plate.
As we were just talking with Coach Tommy from Buena, it's the little things, the selfless things, like hitting a sacrifice.
Yep.
Instead of, and so Coach Milligan's going to be very happy with that piece of hitting.
Especially with an 0-2 count, Dave, getting that ball to the outfield. Very good job of hitting from Miguel Rincon. This one's going to be outside to Elias, 1-0 the count.
And DJ, again, he likes to put on a show for Cool FM, double in his last plate appearance.
DJ Elias officially 1 for 2 in this ball game. A double, stolen base, RBI. Also did ground out to short. That one's going to be low and away, 2-0 the count. So Deskins trying to be careful with Elias, but right now a little bit too careful.
Yeah, what an eye. I thought he was swinging for sure.
And DJ right behind him is Eric Kohler, who's got a double and a single and 2 RBI in this ball game, continuing his reign of terror in Cochise County. That one's going to be in the dirt. Ball's going to get away. Now runner at third for DJ Elias, only 2 away.
Oh, man, oh, man. And if Deskins walks DJ and brings Kohler up to the plate, who is just absolutely on fire. It is an uphill climb right now for the Benson Bobcats.
This is one of those things, Dave, on our show, Tuesdays live at noon, we talk about the 3 lineups in Cochise County that have all the firepower, Tombstone, Bisbee, and Buena. And DJ's is going to walk, and runners at the corners now for Eric Kohler of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. 1 swing, and we have mercy rule watch in Benson, Arizona.
Again, we know he has home run power. We are well aware of that. So, again, Benson in big trouble right now. The cleanup hitter at the plate, runners on the corners. Deskins, I mean, again, he's been pitching so well this year. I mean, it's a tough spot to come into. But, man, oh, man.
Eric Kohler, AZ
trouble.
Prep Student Athlete of the Week last week, and continuing that tear, 2 for 2, 2 RBI. And now 2 runners on, swings through that off-speed pitch. 0-1 the count.
And now with that easy stolen base from DJ, multiple RBI opportunity
It's a foul ball.
for Eric. Oh, excuse me. Either way. Yeah, Deskins going to have to figure out this puzzle that is Eric Kohler. Nobody's figured this out in 2 weeks.
I don't think Jace Myatt's going to have any interest in throwing DJ Elias out at second base, despite there being 2 outs. We'll see. The strategy of baseball. That's why we watch, folks. 0-1. Deskins catches DJ in mid-jump, but not able to get him. Case Williams the tag, but DJ back, and that's going to be a balk. So
that's going to be a run then.
it is going to be a run, 8-0, and DJ Elias on second base for the Yellow Jackets, and Eric Kohler, the terror of Cochise County right now.
Mercy
runner
rule
in scoring
alert
position
is in effect officially. Mercy rule run at the plate.
Kohler waits on that one. It's going to be shot to second base, and when it's going wrong, it's going wrong. The throw over, he's in there, and that's going to be runners at the corners for the Yellow Jackets. That normal, I knew it was going to happen, Dave. For some, I just knew it was going to happen. The Bobcat defense is so sharp, and I just knew that ball was going to jump at the end because that's just how baseball is. When it's not going your way, it's just not going your way.
As we were talking about a couple of days ago in Wilcox with the quicksand that Wilcox was dealing with, and Benson's in the exact same boat right now. Just absolute quicksand. Like you said, it's just one of those days where you knew that ball was going to take a funny hop, and it did. And here comes the also very hot Kelly Bliss.
One of the super sophomores for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, Kelly Bliss, officially over 2, did score a run, had a couple stolen bases as well. Runners at the corners for the Yellow Jackets, and a big breaking ball from Deskins does not break, and that's going to be 1-0.
What a weird game. 2 days ago, we just watched Benson just walk right through the Cowboys.
Like they weren't even there.
What a weird game.
Now we're watching the Yellow Jackets return the favor. This one's going to be shot down to third. Bubby Deskins over, and that should be the inning. Oh, there's that Judd. I can't even remember. Doesn't matter. More damage done from the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Great job from the Bobcats, keeping it at 8. But my goodness, Dave, a scoreline that we did not expect going into the bottom of the 4th inning.
Well, no, and DJ throwing a gem right now, so it doesn't get any easier for Benson. In order to try to get some runs, they're going to have to do it off one of the best arms in Cochise County. So in between innings, please allow me to thank American Southwest Credit Union. Better rates, personalized service. They're an equal opportunity lender. Go to ASCU.org.
And you talk about the best in Cochise County, Dave. Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane have been the best in Cochise County since 1963. That's why they're still in business.
I'm aware. I've used their services several times.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live for what was our initial Cool FM Game of the Week. We got the scoreboard. We got the graphics. It's still the game of the week, Dave. But my goodness, Dave Davies, 8-0 Tombstone Yellow Jackets on top of the Benson Bobcats in our game of the week.
I just did not see this one coming at all. So bottom of the 4th, if DJ gets through Benson again very quickly, Tombstone's going to try to get home early for dinner.
Well, I mean, both teams knew what was at stake. 3rd place in Paul's power rankings behind the Pumas and the Colts of Buena. And so the Tombstone really answering the call, and the pressure might have gotten up to the Benson Bobcats. They were like, man, Paul's power rankings, let me tell you, that's a tough task to get to number 3.
Well, I can tell you what didn't happen. Benson did not overlook Tombstone at all. That's why Judd was on the mound. That's why Deskins was ready. They didn't overlook him at all.
No.
They just got overwhelmed by them today.
And to that point, Tombstone might have overlooked the Desert Christian waiting for these Bobcats.
They had to have overlooked Desert Christian.
And I'll pull back the curtain. I don't like to give private conversations too much, but I'm sure Coach Milligan won't mind this one at all. He said our boys expected to jump off the bus and get a W. And that's what happened. It's baseball, man. You got to play.
Like Tombstone softball learned last year. You can't take any of these for granted because Tombstone softball got shockingly knocked out of the playoffs by just kind of overlooking their opponent.
You are not wrong. Chris Rasmussen in the chat says, come on, boys, close the gap. And that's going to be first pitch strike to Matty Evans for the Benson Bobcats, who is leading us off in the bottom of the 4th inning. He'll be followed by Big Case Williams and Jason Santo.
Hey, DJ promised us that he felt good today, and he is showing it now.
That one's going to be a flare out to Kelly Bliss, who has just been a defensive monster.
Ozzie
Bliss out there for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, 1 away. I hope he understands that reference and the respect
he does not understand. That kid retired 20 years. That kid was born 20 years after Ozzie retired.
One of the best defensive shortstops of all time. Not one of the best hitters of all time, but He was so good on defense, Dave. He's got a spot on your all-time team.
Yeah, they call him the Wizard for a reason.
Call Kelly. You've been saying he's been making Wizard plays all day. So the Wizard down there at shortstop, Ozzie Bliss has a couple nicknames now. As that one's going to be a strike to Case Williams, 0-1.
That was such a filthy pitch from DJ. Case it's like a bad putt. He just misread it. He was so far out in front of that thing. Did I mention that he owns Pride Shine Detailing here in Benson, Arizona? If you need your car detailed, you give Big Case a call.
What a business model for Case Williams. He's sitting here. He sees the short porch in right field. He's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit a bunch of balls into these cars and then offer to fix it for him.
You're not wrong. It's like, oh, did you get a scuff? Well,
listen,
call Pride Shine Detailing.
The entrepreneurial spirit of Case Williams, very evident in Benson, Arizona. 0-1, though, the Case Williams. He chased that first pitch.
He's trying to hit those people sitting by that van out there and left.
This one's going to be shot down to third base. Great job. Good stab up and over with it. Eric Kohler, the Brendan Caballero, and that's 2 quick outs for the Bobcats in the bottom of the 4th.
Oh, that's right. Caballero's back, so Kohler's at third now because Kohler was playing first while Caballero was out. But, of course, it makes sense to put the 7-foot-tall guy at first base.
No kidding, right? And that's going to bring up Jason Santo, 6 feet 10 inches tall.
Santo!
That's some Bobcats. Get a head nod
love
from
the
student
Jason
section behind
Santo.
us. Jason Santo, bottom of the 4th, 2 away. Benson needs something to kickstart their offense, and that's going to be a strike on the outside corner from Elias, 0-1.
DJ, not only is he pitching this well, he's getting through these innings so efficiently that he's not going anywhere.
And this is what DJ does. No time wasted from Mr. Fireballer DJ Elias. Just give me the pitch and I'll throw it. 1-1.
Yeah. No, the Tombstone pitchers work so quickly. It's part of their advantage.
Shout out Gabe Garcia. Wonder if he ever watches these. Breaking ball.
Gabe, if you're out there, we miss you. We miss you, Gabe, if you're out there.
Catches the outside corner, 1-2 from Elias, who is just pitching a gem, and the offense is backing him up today. 8-0. Tombstone on top. Santo chokes up. He's expecting fastball. I'm expecting fastball. The whole world's expecting fastball. DJ throws the change up, and that's going to be strike 3. Santo off to first. The throw down gets him in time, and that's going to be the inning. We go into the top of the 5th. The Tombstone Yellowjackets continue to put on a show, 8-0 in Benson, Arizona.
And again, such a quick half an inning for DJ and the Tombstone defense. So, yeah, I mean, just the way DJ's pitching today, I mean, folks, I hate to say it, but there's a rather large woman warming up her voice right now.
I'm a man. Oh, that's a stupid joke. Anyways,
it's 2014. I wasn't assuming anything.
I was sitting here counting up the strikeouts from DJ Elias. How many does he have, Dave?
All right, does DJ have right now? I'm going to go with 8.
1. He's got a strikeout.
Whoa,
DJ Elias.
Look at me paying attention.
Look at him surprising everybody. It's DJ. You expect him to have 15 at this point.
Yeah, I said because he has double digits. Yes, so he has 1.
But showing off that he can also pitch to contact and trust his defense behind him. And boy, have they really paid off with that faith. No errors for the Tombstone Yellowjackets in this ballgame.
Well, we're going to go call that Desert Christian game a smelling salt game because it has woken up the Tombstone Yellowjackets.
Especially in baseball because you play so many games. When you start stringing a lot of wins together, you kind of get that feeling like you're untouchable. And as Coach Milligan says, you just think you can get off the bus and start winning games. That's not the case. And that might be the case for the Benson Bobcats today. 9 straight unbeaten coming into this ballgame.
Like I said, they didn't overlook Tombstone at all.
No, they didn't.
Coach Rio had the pitchers ready. He knew what he was.
They didn't overlook them, but again, at some point, you think complacency sets in. It sets in at all levels, even in professional sports.
All right, so back here we go again. Bliss on the bump. Brandon Caballero coming to the plate. And again, Tombstone Mercy Rule alert is in full effect now. We have reached the 5th inning, so if Tombstone gets a couple across, it might be early supper.
Yeah, Benson will have a chance to answer in the bottom half of the inning, but like you said, Dave, there's a big goose egg on that board for the Benson Bobcats. 10 runs might do it.
A shocking goose egg.
Caballero, he's been getting a feature of that curveball from Deskins and Judd. That one's going to miss high and inside, 1-0 the count. Caballero 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Not only that, but with DJ on the bump and the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Benson.
This fastball is going to be ripped down the third baseline, but just gets foul. How many shots have we seen just get foul in this ball game?
The third base coach did not agree, but, I mean, Well, he wasn't throwing that much of a protest, but he
No,
he thought it was good.
No, it was a foul ball. So it went over the bag in fair territory, landed in foul territory. Before it landed, it was in foul territory. That's just what it is.
I know the rules of baseball.
That's what it is.
But
Okay.
it did cross the bag fair. That's what. Maybe he was just excited. But Caballero got a nice piece of that ball.
1-1 the count.
You folks wondering what the delay is, they have to go get the ball out the field so the left fielder doesn't accidentally slip on it running for a ball and kill himself.
And that left field fence is 325 feet away. Breaking ball. Caballero waits on that one. That's going to be his first hit of the ball game, but a great play from Judd. Barehanded up and over. He almost made me look stupid on that one.
I thought Case was going to backhand that thing. If Judd had made that play, I was going to lose it. That ball was so deep in the hole.
Start calling him Ozzy Judd at that point.
What a can! I mean, oh yeah, the quarterback has a cannon. I'm shocked, but what a cannon throw from Judd.
What was the barehanded stab? That was the most impressive part of that one for me. And here comes Jacob Ames, who's officially 0 for 2 as well. Strikeout and a ground out. Deskins the pitch. Big breaking ball is going to stay too tall. 1 the count.
And here we go, the bottom part of the Tombstone lineup, and Deskins is going to have to figure this thing out. This is where Tombstone got a couple of runs in the last inning.
1-0 Jacob Ames. Caballero's going to go. The ball's going to be in the dirt. An easy stolen base. And again, Dave, Tombstone just picking their spots perfectly today.
100% on stolen base efforts so far for the Tombstone Yellowjackets, taking a page out of the Puma book. But we can steal bases too.
That championship game, I say, was run by base running and bunting for the Bisbee Pumas. Ames is going to be late on that fastball. 2-1. Looked like he wanted to take it, but when it's just coming right across the plate, Dave, you have too much time to think about it. Let's swing. Let's swing. Strike either way. 2-1 the count.
No outs on that board. They have got it figured out today. Tombstone has got this thing figured out.
And when it's your day, it's your day. That one bounces so high that not even Dawson Judd can jump and get it. That's going to be an RBI single for Jacob Ames, who finds himself on second base. 9-0 Tombstone on top.
And Andrew Dorsey, again, that's the no outs that's so concerning. Like, there are no outs in this inning, and so Tombstone's going to have, with a runner in scoring position, Tombstone's going to get back to the top of this lineup. So, I mean, again, very, very uphill climb right now for the Bobcats.
Andrew Dorsey up 2 times in 2 innings as well. He walked and scored in his last plate appearance for the Tombstone Yellowjackets. 9-0. Kellen Deskins has got to figure out how to not have that runner in scoring position on second base with nobody out come home.
The Tombstone offense has just figured it out. Like, they have both. They have Judd and Deskins just cold right now. Everybody getting involved in this party.
The 1-0 home from Deskins. Big breaking ball. Catches just on the top end of the strike zone. 1-1 to Dorsey.
Dorsey thought it was high, but right across the numbers. Or the letters, if you will.
Yeah, sometimes they call that strike, sometimes they don't. I understand where he's coming from. 1-1 the count. That one's going to be on the inside corner, but just misses. 2-1 the count. Maybe a make-up call. You never know.
Barely missed on the inside with that one.
2 balls, 1 strike to Dorsey. Deskins featuring that curveball exclusively.
Does everybody in Tombstone have a hit today?
Negative. Dorsey looking for his first hit, and he's going to get it. No, it stays up. I thought it was dropping. That's going to be the first out in right field.
Nice tag on the ball, though, from Dorsey.
Absolutely.
I thought it was down. That's just a great play by the right fielder. So
David Harris over there in right field for the Benson Bobcats puts that one away. I thought it was getting down, but that ball stayed up, fluttered in the wind like one of my slices. Runner still on second for the Tombstone Yellowjackets, and Sasha Webster with an RBI single in his last plate appearance at the plate. Swings for that one. Big slider, 0-1. Great pitch from Deskins.
Yes, it was. He was halfway through the swing and realized what had happened. He's like, you got me.
Kellen Deskins does have a pretty lively fastball this year, and he's not thrown it. I wonder if he doesn't trust it after starting the game in Wilcox. There it is. That one's going to be chopped right back down to Dawson Judd at short, who's up and over, and the quarterback with the rifle gets that one over and the putout. Runner on third now for the Yellowjackets.
And tall Trey Franklin with a mercy rule alert at bat here.
Franklin.
So let's just see if tall Trey can try to end this thing early and get everybody home for supper.
Of course, Trey Franklin up means Mama Franklin's right next to us, and Mama Franklin knows that tall Trey Franklin is now 2 for 2 with 3 stolen bases and 2 runs scored in this ball game. Was stranded on third last inning.
Well, and again, an RBI here, but to the double digits. So this could possibly effectively end the game if you were to get a bat on a ball here.
1-0 to Franklin. That one catches the outside corner. 1-1. Good pitch from Kellen Deskins.
Like I said, only because Benson has 7, 8, 9 coming up, and DJ is throwing a gem. So Deskins has got to figure out tall Trey right now.
The 1-1 home. And the dirt ball's going to get away, and that's going to be the 10th run of the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. So the Benson Bobcats in the bottom half of this inning.
Back to third. I got umpire interference.
Oh, good job from the umpire.
Yeah.
Loudly calling what happened there.
Like I said, that was unfortunate for. I mean, Tombstone had a way to effectively end that game, but he's not wrong though. He did.
What?
He did.
What was the umpire saying there, Dave? What happened?
He said there was umpire interference. He called it on himself, and now Coach Milligan's like, "Come on, bro."
Coach Milligan sitting there saying you're part of the play at that point. It doesn't matter if you touch it or not. 2-1 the count. And Milligan not happy with the home plate umpire. Everyone knows exactly what that one meant here in Benson, Arizona.
All right, so now it's back on the shoulders of tall Trey to get that 10th run across. The other high school kids, they're hungry.
2 balls, 1 strike. Trey Franklin chops this one down to third. This could get the Yellow Jackets home without the mercy rule, and it does. Great job there once again. That's 2 straight innings with 2 putouts from third base. Only 9-0, so the Benson Bobcats have at least 2 more innings in this ball game, Dave.
So Coach Milligan is livid right now. He said, "My friend, this game is supposed to be over."
Not over. I mean,
Well, you know what I mean.
yeah. And Coach James Milligan's going to go ahead and get out there and protest as well one more time. What's going on?
Oh man. I mean, he's got
Fireworks.
He's got a gripe. I'm not going to say he doesn't, but while we figure that out, I'm going to thank Sosi, every play, every pass, every goal, with us every step of the way. Go to sosi.com, that's SOSI.com to learn more.
So the umpire thinks he unnaturally affected that play. It did just bounce off of him. I just have to disagree with that one. I have to agree with Coach Milligan on that one, but hey, whatever gets us more baseball, I'm all for. So great call from the umpire.
I'm okay with that life.
Also, thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas, providing the highest level of care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Connect with a provider today.
What am I doing tonight? Nothing. The Buns have been eliminated from the playoffs. The Masters is over for the day. I got no. Let's play 2, like Ernie Banks would say. Let's play 2. Oh, by the way, to answer your question, 4 players, or to answer the question I provided to you, 4 players at the age 22 or younger have gotten the 30-30 club. The most recent being Julio Rodriguez. The youngest player to ever do it was Mike Trout at 20 years old.
Well, maybe Carlos Beltran.
Who was the 4th one? It was Canseco.
Maybe
it was Trout.
Carlos Beltran, I think, had 40 and 40 for the Royals.
But by the age of 22?
Not by the age of 22, no. Like on his last year of his contract before he went over and made money with you and the Mets and all those teams.
I'm trying to figure out who the other one was. It had to have been Bonds.
Coming up now for the Benson Bobcats, going to be Jace Myatt, Byron Judd, and David Harris, the bottom third of the lineup, to face DJ Elias. That one's going to be outside, 1-0 the count.
Come on, Goofy. We need a hit here. Get something going for the Bobcats. Because the way DJ's pitching, boy, slim pickings out there today.
Here's the thing, DJ has not gone late in counts. He's been pitching to contact, something we haven't seen him ever do. DJ, strikeout pitcher, but look at him. He knows Kelly Bliss, the Wizard of Oz over there, throwing him out. And I'll tell you, Kelly Bliss has just been dominant today defensively.
Ozzie Bliss is having a game. If it wasn't for the gem being thrown on the mound, he is your player of the game.
14, he doesn't have a hit of the game. And he doesn't have a hit in this ball game. You know what? He's going to be my player of the week because he did this against Phoenix Christian. He did the same thing. And he had multiple innings where he was the only putouts. Just a sophomore. That's going to bring up Byron Judd for the Benson Bobcats. He looks at that one too tall, 1-0 the count.
You know Coach Milligan's loving that life, having a sophomore that can do that at shortstop. Your next 3 years are secure.
Or Sasha Webster.
Choking up.
That one's going to be in the dirt, 2-0 now. Who are the I'm trying to think. Kelly Bliss, Sasha Webster. Dorsey's a sophomore, I think.
Let's pull this out here. Kelly Bliss, Hank Moody. Where is
Hank Moody, Hammer and Hank.
Where is Hank?
Oh, Hank Moody got hurt for the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, did he?
Yep. That one's going to be outside 3-0 now the count home. Yeah, Hank
Andrew
Moody.
Dorsey, Sasha Webster.
Last time I talked to head coach James Milligan, unfortunate, and he said Hank Moody is the most unlucky athlete in Cochise County. I said Gannon Carafa from St. David might have him. But so he broke a finger and was playing through the broken finger after we saw him break his collarbone in football, and now might have tore his ACL.
Oh, no, he did not.
3-1 the count on the outside corner.
No, he did not.
So poor Hank Moody, man, hammering Hank.
Are you kidding me? A collarbone and an ACL in the same year?
And DJ Lee is starting to settle down after the 3-0 count, and 2 pitches, works it back to full 3-2 the count.
Hey, folks at home, take a wild guess what pitch is coming. I'll give you a hint. Fireball.
And that one's going to be too tall. Good job there from Deskins holding off. That's going to be runner on first.
Waiting for the Bobcats.
It sure was a fireball.
Or Byron Judd, rather. Not. I get Bubby Deskins and Byron Judd mixed up for some reason. That's going to be a 1-out base runner for the Benson Bobcats with David Harris coming to the plate.
Yes, it was definitely a fireball. Just missed the location. You could even hear it. He went the full Serena Williams grunt on that one.
You can always tell. You talk about DJ tipping his pitches. Anytime you hear that grunt, just swing as fast as you can. That one's going to be too tall. 1-0 the count. So DJ starting to lose a little bit of his command. And that's going to be David Harris.
Yeah, just a smidge.
1-0. Well, the good news about DJ Elias right now on the mound is he's got a defense behind him ready to play. That one's going to be too tall. 2-0 the count.
Yeah, DJ's got to settle down. He's been almost flawless up until this point. Oh, I'll tell you what. If there was some kind of crazy comeback, Coach Milligan may just lose.
Ooh, that's a high fly ball into center field. Miguel Rincon tracking. It looks like he's got that one. Easy put out. Bluffs the throw down to first. That's going to be 2 away for the Yellow Jackets.
Back to the top back to the top of the lineup for Benson. So if anything's going to happen in this game, it needs to start happening now with Kellen Deskins at the plate.
I mean, Kellen Deskins is 2 for 2 in this ballgame for the Bobcats. The bright spot for Benson. Pitcher on record now. You know he'd like to get a couple runs home with one swing and help himself out.
Coming out to Outcast, too.
He is so
Smooth
fresh and so clean. That breaking ball is going to be in the dirt. That's going to move the runner over to second as it gets away from Dorsey.
Very rare runner in scoring position today for the Bobcats.
You are not wrong about that.
So Deskins has got to figure out how to bring this run across.
Bobby Deskins would follow Kellen Deskins.
They're actually lucky to be seeing a 6th inning right now.
9-0. Tombstone Yellow Jackets on top. Kellen Deskins at the plate. That one's going to be too tall. 2-0 the count.
DJ missing high a lot in this inning.
Yeah. It's just what happens when you throw a lot of pitches. Sometimes you lose that release point. He'll figure it out. The Bobcats are hoping he doesn't as that one catches the inside corner. 2-1 the count.
He's like, I'll show you my breaking stuff there, Mr. Deskins. I got one of those too.
Two balls, 1 strike to Kellen Deskins. The pitch, this one's going to be slapped down to second base. Sasha Webster over, and that is an easy out to get the Tombstone Yellow Jackets to the top of the 6th inning again with no runs across. It is still 9-0 Tombstone on top.
And the heart of the Tombstone lineup coming to the plate now. So, again, if Benson wants to keep this thing going, they're going to have to figure out the 2, 3, and 4 hitters of the Yellow Jackets here in the top half of the 6th.
Ooh, good song. Tombstone is going to be led off by Miguel Rincon, followed by DJ Elias and Eric Kohler. Eric Kohler notably 3 for 3 in this ballgame with 2 RBI. And like you said,
like he's the player of the week or something.
There's no respite because Miguel Rincon's 1 for 2, also has a sac fly, 2 RBI. DJ Elias 1 for 2 with a walk, RBI, 2 stolen bases. It's going to be tough for Kellen Deskins on the mound now for the Benson Bobcats.
Yeah, Tombstone telling Benson, pack it up, pack it in.
What an interesting scoreline. Can't get over it. 9-0.
Did not see that coming at all.
In a game, Dave, where if you asked me pregame who I might take in this one, I probably would have said the Bobcats.
Yeah.
9-game unbeaten streak.
Well, not just the 9-game unbeaten streak, it's how they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're just blowing people out by double digits. So, I mean, to see a 0 on that scoreboard for Benson, that's the shocker. I mean, we know DJ is good on the bump, but man, oh man, the Bobcats are coming off a 13-run performance against Wilcox.
But so is Dawson and Kellen. But hey, you know, that's... And when you have an offense like the Yellow Jackets, it's going to be your day sometimes. Sometimes they're all going to put it together at the same time. The Yellow Jackets are going to get their hits. It's just a matter of can they get them in the same game together, and today they sure are.
If only we had been there for that Desert Christian game, that would have never happened.
I wonder what happened in that Desert Christian game. That was the most.
Folks know Desert Christian. This is not their best year for baseball.
27th ranked against the 2 ranked team in the state, and they won. So that was interesting to say the least. Miguel Rincon leads us off for the Yellow Jackets. That one's inside from Deskins, 1-0 count.
Desert Christian was watching highlights of that Wilcox playoff game, and they're like, "Hey, David can beat Goliath."
Rincon waits on that one. It's going to be a slow chopper right back to Kellen Deskins. As South Case Williams get out of the way. A 1 unassisted first out of the inning for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
I mean, even though Case Williams is unflappable on first, Deskins was like, "No, we're getting this out."
Why add a variable when there doesn't need to be a variable, Dave? Many things could happen. Maybe he trips over the infield grass or something, and the ball releases weird.
Back at the plate, superstar DJ Elias.
Looks at that one at the eyeballs, 1-0 count. 1 away in the top of the 5th inning.
If we know DJ like we know DJ, he would love nothing more than to send this ball into orbit and make it 10-0 on his own accord.
And there's a high fly ball. It's not going to have the distance. Does it get down in left field? It does. DJ Elias with a flare single. 1 out hit for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
Yep, and Jason Santos is taking a lashing right now for his perceived lack of effort on that flared-up pop-up.
Yeah, it's tough. It was up there for a while. And honestly, yeah, Benson does have high standards in the field. We've seen that today, but that was going to be a tough play no matter what. Here
I
comes
agree.
AZ Prep Player of the Week in the state of Arizona, Eric Kohler. Not surprisingly, 3 for 3 in this ball game. First pitch is going to be too tall, 1-0 count.
And we know that he can hit those power alleys as well. I mean, expect DJ Elias to take off for second base here momentarily.
I mean, a down game for Eric Kohler. Doesn't have a home run, so.
He doesn't have a home run yet.
Looking to change that. This one's going to be shot. A good play there from Deskins at third. Over and safe.
Great play at the hot corner by Bubby.
Was it Bubby? Or was it Bubby? Yeah, it sure was. Look at me. I knew it was Bubby Deskins over there. But you're right, Dave. That's a hot corner for a reason. To put a freshman over there shows you how much faith Benson have in Bubby Deskins. Not able to turn the double.
That could have been that 10th run right there if that ball gets by him.
That's the first time Eric Kohler's been put out in 2 months.
Here comes Kelly Bliss. The Ozzie Bliss at the plate.
The Wizard fouls that one off. 0-1 the count.
Now, we don't know if Kohler's a big base stealer or not because he's always just hitting home runs. So we'll see.
He takes off for sure. You can see he's active on the base pass over on first base as well. Kellen Deskins might just let him have second at this point with 2 outs. He's going to take off. That's going to be inside, so it's going to be 1-1 now the count, and Kohler does take second base.
Now see if Kelly Bliss takes advantage of the opportunity to maybe make this a double-digit game. But now with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, this is the one opportunity to do it for the Yellow Jackets. They get a run across, and that's the early game. If not, we're going to see a 7th inning. And Bliss is going to foul this one away. Does it get behind? And it does. Good job by the crowd alerting everyone to that foul ball. A lot of activity on the walkway right there.
Yeah.
Let's go, kid. Let's go, Kelly. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 now to the Wizard of Oz, Kelly Bliss, at the plate for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, choking up on the bat. Wants to put something in play. That one's going to be in the dirt now. The Mercy Rule run is 90 feet away at third, 2-2 home to Bliss.
So, yeah, that one guy, if another one gets away from Deskins, they're going to bring that run in themselves, and Bliss won't have to do anything.
2's full here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kellen Deskins looking to put away Kelly Bliss and give the Benson Bobcats at least 2 more innings to get back in this game. That one's going to be outside, 3-2. A great job. Put that score up there, Paul, by Jason Myatt behind the plate of blocking that one.
Alfred the Butler Myatt behind the plate.
Jason Santo is watching, huh? Shouldn't be in left field right now.
Yeah, right? What's he doing on his phone?
This one's going to be fouled away. Good job to stay alive from Bliss. Just trying to work Deskins. Put something in play.
You don't know if they're going to call it or not. So, yeah, you got to make sure you keep your bat in your own hands, pun intended.
Kelly Bliss, noticeably, as great as he's been defensively, hitless in this ballgame, wanting to change that. That one's going to be in the dirt. Bliss is going to walk. The ball's going to get away. Benson can't find it, and that's going to be the 10th run of the ball game for the Tombstone Yellowjackets, and all of a sudden, Mercy Watch is in effect.
Yeah, like me on a par 5. That's self-induced penalties right there.
I had a 390-yard drive, made a double bogey today. You talk about self-induced penalties, there you go.
And then they made an eagle on the next hole, so shut up.
Okay, well, the doubles. That's the perfect microcosm for human beings right there, huh? Made an eagle, but I made a double.
I went double par on a 4-hole stretch today.
And now 10-0. That's going to bring Brendan Caballero, who swings massively at that one and just misses. Owen won the count.
Big ol' hack. Against the wind. He was swinging against the wind.
Please don't. We've had such a good year of baseball. 0-1, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning, not 5th inning. That's on me, folks. The runner's going to go to second. Easy stolen base there for Kelly
funny.
Bliss.
Gosh.
1-1 the count.
Yeah, I haven't been singing as much. Trying to be a little more professional. Gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
God forbid
listen.
jubilation.
1-1 the count. The pitch to Caballero swings at that one. It just falls off the face of the earth. Good breaking ball. Good off-speed pitch, I should say, from Kellen Deskins. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, that thing dropped a foot on Caballero. Oh, there's a big dog over there.
The 1-2 home, 10-0. Caballero's going to send this one over to shortstop. That's Dawson Judd. He's going to have a tough throw. Makes it, but the ball. Oh, great pick from Case Williams. I didn't see him pick that up. And there's that Benson Bobcat defense. Unfortunately, not a lot to write home about for the Bobcats today. And, Dave, they have to get at least one run in this inning to extend this ball game, where they've had 5 innings to get one. They've had 0.
I want to talk about that throw from Dawson Judd. He did not attack that ball. He caught that thing deep in the hole and was still able to get it over to Case, who, by the way, like I said, make one heck of a stab.
It's almost like he's a quarterback or something.
Yeah, what a cannon of a throw there by Judd.
Left tackle rewarding his quarterback, as they always do.
I said, if DJ gets out of here with a 6-inning shutout against the Bobcats, I swear to you.
9-game unbeaten streak for the Bobcats.
What's up, boys?
An inning away. An inning away from ending that streak. The Tombstone Yellowjackets behind the arm of DJ Elias. We'll just say behind the defense of the Wizard of Oz, Kelly Bliss at shortstop right now.
Yeah, Ozzie Bliss having a day out there.
How many strikeouts do you think DJ has?
1.
He still has 1 strikeout, and that's just how good it's been defensively behind DJ Elias today.
Now, you know what? And again, I'll tell you folks, just little baseball stuff. So if you think like that, say for it's right back here, brother.
Hey, bud. Over here, bud.
But yeah, like, you know, so for example, if there was a scout watching right now, you know, watching DJ pitch, this is what you want to see out of a pitcher. It's not all about gunning people down and striking people out. Nolan Ryan's the all-time strikeout leader in Major League Baseball, and he's not on any pundit or writer's top 20 list.
He's on mine.
He's on mine, but he's not on theirs.
He's on my top 2. But guess what the other one is?
It's, I mean, are you like, okay.
Stolen Ryan. I like strikeouts.
No, I'm just saying, when you talk about Greg Maddux versus Nolan Ryan, like, scouts look for Greg Maddux. They don't look for Nolan Ryan. And right now, DJ is having a very Greg Maddux kind of a day.
You're not going to, especially at higher levels, you're not going to blow pitches by everybody. So can you pitch to contact and still get people out is what you're saying. That's a big thing in pitching here. Is Bubby Destin's going to lead us off for the Benson Bobcats.
It's the meat of the Bobcat lineup. If they want to run on the board, this is the time to do it.
That one's going to be behind inside. He's going to be followed by Dawson Judd and Matty Evans. Notably, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters are 0 for 2 in this ball game each. Bobby looks at that one on the inside corner, 2-1.
DJ trying to complete a 6-inning shutout on the road.
2 balls and a strike. This one's going to be a high fly ball. Can it get down? Rincon read it right off the bat. And a great job in center field from Miguel Rincon. That's going to be 1 away. And the bottom of the 6th, 2 more outs to get 1 more run for the Benson Bobcats.
Unlike Floyd Mayweather, Rincon can read, and he was able to read that ball right off of the bat.
And Dawson Judd. The student section behind us saying Dawson Judd's homer in this one, extending our ball game to a 7th inning.
We know he's got the power in it.
First pitch. Oh, that is a shot to left field. Did he do it? Dawson Judd, no, at the warning track. Trey Franklin chases that one down, and that's going to be 2 away with Matty Evans coming up.
He attacked the deepest part of the park. It's 375 out there, Dawson.
That is major league dimensions.
Yeah, I was like, it's 375 out there, brother. That's tough to clear that.
DJ Elias, 1 out away. Matty Evans at the plate for the Benson Bobcats.
He just went after the wrong part of the fence.
Got to keep the hands back and shoot that one to right field. That would have broken a window. This one's going to be in the dirt, 1-0.
Broken your window.
Probably. I like to tempt fate.
I thought Judd had it on that one. I thought he had it, but that is a deep, deep left center field.
And credit Trey Franklin for reading that right off the bat. This one's going to be fouled away, 1-1 now. 1 out away. DJ Elias from Mercy ruling the Benson Bobcats.
And a shutout.
Let's just say the Tombstone Yellowjackets as a team have put this one together.
Matty Evans
defensively and offensively.
Only 3 players reaching second base today for Benson, and that's going to do it here.
That's the chopper down to Sasha Webster, and 10-0. Your ball game in Benson, Arizona. The Tombstone Yellowjackets, fresh off a surprising loss to Desert Christian, come up and beat one of the hottest teams in Cochise County, 9 games unbeaten. No more for the Benson Bobcats. They suffer their first loss in quite a while, Dave.
That's and again, iron sharpens iron, and that's why we're so good at baseball down here, because of stuff like this. But man, oh man, when these heavyweights fight each other, you just never know who's getting knocked out.
You're not wrong about that. Let's go back through it. Desert Christian lost to Benson 12-4. Desert Christian beat Tombstone 8-2. Tombstone just beats Benson 10-0. What is going on in baseball in Cochise County?
And when Wilcox beats Bisbee next week, it'll go full circle. It'll go full circle.
And what the prophecy will be complete. The prophecy of last year, everything as it is. But folks, that's going to do it from Benson, Arizona. Thank you for joining us on Cool FM Live, where we broadcast our Cochise County sports live free of charge. For Dave Davies, I am Paul Quarter, and we will see you next time.